Hello, everyone. This is the Easy Allies podcast. I'm your moderator, Kyle Bossman, and joining us this week, Michael Huber.
Hello.
Michael Damiani.
Hey, ya.
And Brandon Jones.
Yeah!
And on the switcher, Ian Hink.
Hi.
Jones, that was a good yeehaw.
Thank you.
Something's rubbing off on you. Let's play Recruit Me. This is where patrons of Easy Allies submit RPG characters to join our party. The submission comes from Dav. I am a skeletal insect. My weapon is a rugged blade that inflicts enemies with pervasive dread. When I initiate combat, I never lose my stance, but every time I get attacked, I must move 2 spaces back to grease my bones. My name is Aunum. Would you have me join this party?
Whoa, with the name I need again. Spelling?
Ounum.
Is that something backwards or something?
Onum? Yeah.
Onum.
This is a blue-collar fighter. I'm in. Recruit. 100%. He's putting in the time. He's greasing his bones. He's got a trusty, trusty rugged blade.
How do spaces work?
Yeah. In.
We have spaces.
We have a grid system.
How big is it? Is it like 10 feet?
Final
Or
Fantasy
what's
Tactics.
it?
5 feet. 5 feet.
It's 1 unit, Jones.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
2
unit.
units.
16
yes.
grid.
I'm in.
Jones, are you in?
I can't think of anything bad. That sounds very exciting. And I think
Yeah.
I think even before the dread begins, this sounds like an intimidating creature. You know, it's just something that...
Skeletal insect?
Yeah, if all of us dopey nerds come along and then we got this dude on our team. Whoa.
The rugged
Where'd they pick
blade
that guy up?
that inflicts pervasive dread.
Yeah, I want that in real life.
That's a weapon.
yeah.
Also, he says he's an insect, but not what insect?
Yes.
So it's kind. I just imagine everything.
I think it's big, too. I think it's
a big
also,
roach
like 7
insect.
feet tall. Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
insects don't have skeletons, so it's just
Right.
kind of like terrifying in
Yeah.
like an existential sort of
Praying
way.
mantis vibes.
Absolutely. Damiani, are you in?
They have exoskeletons, I mean, but
Very spooky sounding. Mm-hmm. But,
don't hose
They
us
must-
on this one.
Uh-oh.
wow. They must have gone through a lot to get that weapon.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
admire that.
Yeah.
So I think they would be a very valuable asset.
Yeah.
Sick.
Onum, you're in the party.
Nice.
At the end of the podcast, we will see if Onum survives.
You should just say at the end of the podcast we will kill Onum.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we got a chance.
There's always a chance.
There's a chance. A 40% chance.
I
That's
recruited
public
him too,
now.
Kyle. Thanks for asking.
Sorry?
Huh?
I thought you were in.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, I could tell you were in from the
Oh,
start.
okay, you could tell. You
Yeah,
could
yeah.
tell.
Let's do corrections. Begin corrections music, please. We had a lot of people defend OLED TVs and say they're perfectly fine for gaming. Just, I play games all the time on my OLED TV, no burn-in, it's fine. And also the Vita's first screen was OLED.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's doable. The Switch could potentially have an OLED screen.
Oh.
It wouldn't be a big deal.
Omar plays on OLED and it looks amazing.
Yeah. So
They're
yeah,
insane.
There was a lot of refuting of that.
HDR on there is crazy.
There was more refuting of how, we said, in Hollywood, everybody's in the union, no crunch time. A lot of people from post-production and visual effects came in and
Oh,
said,
yeah, totally, yeah.
no, we don't have a union, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like, if you're an editor, if you're in post-production, if you're doing visual effects, CG stuff, it can be right up to the deadline
I
crunch
thought there
time.
was an
like
editors
nuts.
union.
Maybe editors union for sure,
there's
but
an editor-
there
there's
is
no
no
VFX
visual
union. Oh,
effects
yeah,
one.
not at all.
It is called The Magic Number. Damiani, you were correct. There are 3 Taylor Swift songs in Band Hero: Love Story, You Belong to Me, and Picture to Burn. I said there were 2. Picture to Burn, I could not remember for the life of me. That one did not. I don't not like the song. Didn't stick to me, even though I probably played that song 50 times. Didn't stick. Don't care for it. And not all games have crunch. I said, yeah, all games have crunch, and people are like, not all games have crunch. Look at this list. All big games have crunch. All huge, big budget, big publisher games have crunch. There are exceptions to that even. It is safer to assume that your game has crunch than it is not to, is what I'm saying.
I'll buy that.
And correction music, please. Cool. Oh, and we have an update. I like updates. Jones, you and I said Schreier will get on that last week when we were talking about crunch.
Yeah.
We had that published, I think, today. Inside Rockstar Games' Culture of Crunch has been published on Kotaku. Big article with a lot of first-hand interviews and accounts of what crunch is like in Rockstar.
I know I might have seemed like very pro Rockstar, and I'm a big fan of the company. Something super gross that I learned today.
Ooh.
If and this is apparently very common in the industry, and I'm glad people are talking about this, and more people are aware of this. If you leave Rockstar before the game comes out, not in the credits.
Whoa.
Doesn't matter how much you did. If you are not or actively working at the company at time of launch, you're gone.
Even up to 2 weeks. If you take those last 2 weeks off, you're out.
I think they like mentioned some names on their website, and that was a big deal.
Yeah, that
it was
the
like they've
funniest part,
never done
Jones.
that.
It's just like, we did want to give them some credit, and so they're just on some web page, and that's a big deal to them. Just like, well, we gave you the web page.
And don't a lot of games like have babies that were born during development?
Yeah.
Like the babies get it.
And like the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like dogs, cats.
Special thanks, mom and dad, but like Barry, who left 2 years ago.
What is their
to like go on to
justification?
another job or maybe passed away? I don't like. What are the?
Yeah. The
just
question is why?
Why?
Like, what?
Oh, it's to incentivize people to stay.
But
Yeah.
like, you
get to the
hit
finish
by a
line. I think was the
car.
direct quote from Rockstar, and Rockstar was like, "Oh yeah," like they didn't hide that. They were like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, we do that. Makes sense to us." It's just
Jeez.
like,
Sorry,
these
Ian.
are creepy things. It's good to know about.
But I mean, like, if Jacob gets hit by a car a month before the game comes out and is in traction for a month, does he not get in the credits?
Sorry, Jacob.
don't know. These are all
Jacob is not in the credits.
I would hope there are some like
get well, Jacob.
Except-
certain
Yeah, you'll get a-
exceptions.
you'll get
Yeah,
a
I
card
would
from
hope there are
Rockstar.
some
Yeah,
exceptions.
It says thank you for your services.
Yeah, right.
Essentially.
We've
yeah.
added your name to the website.
Right, and like we don't need to report on that report. It was basically a lot of the same sentiments we assumed was going on at Rockstar. So anyway, and many other video game developers. So yeah, interesting article to read. Anyway, however, I am excited to talk about the NPDs, baby.
I swear you save them for me, Kyle.
Hubert, this dropped hot today. Matt Piscatella tweets out, "It's good. I'm gonna drop the NPDs when the market closes." And so I Google, when does the market close? And obviously it would happen before the podcast, but I wanted to prep it, and just this is hot off the press, baby.
Nice.
Tuesday podcast paying off today.
Yes. Let's
Like,
go.
like once every 7 years.
Yeah, once every 7 years of Tuesday podcast pays off. If you don't follow Matt Piscatella, he works for NPD, and he just gives this insight that the company traditionally did not get. Basically, you used to get like a top 20 and some numbers, but that was it, and not like a huge amount of analysis. You would get like percentages of hardware things, but I mean, like, this is a man on Twitter. You can like talk to him. You can ask him questions. He's approachable. Don't be, be nice to him. But anyway, good follow. But also, yeah, most of the info I'm going to talk about when we talk about NPDs just ripped straight from his tweets.
Got it.
He's just dropping knowledge, blah, 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 on his Twitter feed. Really good guy to follow. We're talking about the month of September in the United States. What was the best-selling video game? Spider-Man. Too easy.
I saw. That's how I know, because I saw the tweet he sent to. I think he tagged Insomniac in that.
That's
it just
funny.
listed like all the records that it broke.
Yeah, because it's not just number one. It did break records.
It broke God of War's records, which broke records earlier this
Yes,
year.
it did, yes. Best launch month of any PlayStation exclusive ever.
Wow.
Bye, Gran Turismo 3. Bye, dude. So long.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man's time.
It's a comic book character. Like, yes.
Yes. Seventh overall. Seventh of any PlayStation game. Wow. So, San Andreas is probably up there. GTA 5 is probably up there. But yeah, just seventh overall of any PlayStation game ever.
7th opening or 7th best sales period?
Month.
Oh, month.
Best first month.
Okay.
Launch month sales 37% higher than the other Spider-Man games combined. Combine
Wah, wah,
all
wah.
other Spider-Man games. All of them.
So-
Web of Truth, Friend or Foe.
Is Spider-Man
put 'em
2
a
in there?
bucket.
Shattered Dimensions!
Let's look at your first month. Still higher than all of you combined. Much higher.
It's crazy.
Whew. What was yours, Damiani?
Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man,
It's in there
put it
too?
in that bucket.
Yeah?
Put it in that bucket.
It's wild.
Bye-bye. Spider-Man's time.
Don't need to talk about that game again.
Woo! Man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped that Spider-Man sold this well. I'm very, very excited. Clearly, it feels good.
Nice.
It's a victory.
Is Square
Yeah.
Enix going to get cocky with their Avengers game now? Are
Yes.
they just like, well,
I do. Jones,
this will sell no matter what? Or it's like, no, it's sold because it's an excellent, excellent video game. Along with, of course, being based on a very popular character. But it's like,
Perfect time.
that Avengers game could still be
Zeitgeist.
super weird.
The zeitgeist right now. like nothing. You couldn't ask for better timing for Spider-Man
Sure.
to come out.
Yeah.
Like in between Avengers 3 and 4,
Far From
Fever
Home.
Pitch, Far From Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming, just everything aligned. And it's, like you said, just 10 out of 10 game.
But that's a smart thing, Jones, is I do think that they'd have to probably readjust their estimates a little bit. Like, we might have more potential with this than we thought at Square Enix. And whoever else is working on unannounced Marvel games, like they gotta be out there.
They gotta be.
Marvel's probably salivating.
Like
at
someone's
being
making a
out.
Hawkeye game right
is
now,
Spider-Man
right?
2 it? I mean, is Sony like, oh great, okay, we'll work with Insomniac, or
Yeah.
is this going to open up, like, were there any crazy Marvel projects on the back burner that, like, ooh, maybe we'll move forward
How
with
sick
this?
would a Doctor Strange game be?
So many, dude.
No,
so
there's-
many.
like, oh.
I was thinking about a Daredevil game, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want Daredevil and Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Playable.
Yeah.
Playable.
Yeah, playable Black Cat. Give me all the, yeah.
We have another September release at number 2 on the NPDs. What is that game?
FIFA.
No? Great guess, though. Still sports.
Oh. Madden.
No.
That's not good.
NBA.
Yeah, NBA
Oh,
2K19 was launched on September 11th, number 2. So this is what's surprising. I really thought NBA, we already knew Spider-Man did well coming into this, so I don't think I was that surprised when I saw it was number 1. This is NBA's month. NBA 2K is normally taken September. And it still did well. It did better. Here we go. Biggest launch of any game in the NBA 2K franchise. Now the best-selling sports game of 2018 to date. So, FIFA just came out and Madden has already been out. But yeah, it surpassed Madden already, basically. Instantly becomes the 5th best-selling. Oh, yeah, I already just read that. Cool. So, there it is. That's the one I was looking for, the big one. NBA 2K19 achieved the highest launch month dollar sales of any sports genre game released since the NPD group began tracking the industry in 1995.
Dude.
People are buying video games.
Yes, people are buying video
The
games.
install base is large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So crazy. What a blind spot that I have in this industry that something like that could happen this past month. And
The game's huge. NBA 2K is just enormous.
That LeBron to LA
So fun.
got people revitalized.
Yeah, honestly, Damiani, like I know you're saying that you're missing his wry smile if you're a listener.
I like how Gus explained that.
yeah, it needs to be explained. But NBA is growing, and I think the NBA is an attractive sport right now. I think the games are good.
Yeah.
It's a fun game to watch.
I really only got to play that when I had roommates, but that was a good roommate game. NBA. Just
Always
take turns,
intimidated by
battle each other.
Like basketball games, intimidating.
Yeah.
Because you think it's just pass and shoot, but it's just like I miss every single shot. It's tough.
Do you go for a 3-pointer every time?
Half
No, I
court
go for a
shot.
dunk every time. I go for a dunk every single time.
And it doesn't dunk, you do like a jump shot instead. Because you're like holding like the sprint button.
So good.
Our next game is an October release because the window actually stretched into October 6th. So we have an October release here, early October.
Assassin's Creed?
It is Assassin's Creed number 3.
Number 3.
Here, I got a question. If it's a number 3 on the NPDs, did it do better or worse than Origins launch?
I'm going to guess it did worse.
It did better.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Really? I think I
Jones is
knew
not
that actually.
surprised.
Okay, yeah, I
think
did
knew
hear
I
that.
think I saw
Oh, okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
It did better than the launch of Origins.
It shocks me because Origins had the year off. So I figured that would like
Yep.
boost the sales.
Me
you know?
too. I honestly thought there'd be a dip in enthusiasm for
Yeah.
this. No dip.
Excellent.
No?
Double-digit percentage dollar sales growth when compared to Assassin's Creed Origins a year
Perfect.
ago. It is now. Oh, we'll do those later. We'll do the year to dates. That's a fun list too.
There's a lot of video games out there, but I love Odyssey. Don't skip it. All I gotta say. Don't skip it. It's a
You
long,
were-
intimidating game. There's a lot of games I know, but it's seriously
You're putting shackles on someone's wrists, saying
I'm
don't
sorry.
skip that game.
You can skip it. It's okay.
It's like here's 100 hours.
I'm sorry.
Lock it in.
I'm sorry.
I get it though. It hurts me that is a good game.
It's one of the best Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I hear the story's good, dude.
It's so good.
I want to play an Assassin's Creed game with a good ending, you know, and that's
Yes.
it's here.
You get to
Oh.
like the choices. Something about dialogue choices.
Yeah.
I like it.
So number 4, another September release, another sports game. That's FIFA. Yeah.
FIFA 19.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah, FIFA 19 came out on September 28th, so it is toward the end.
Can I tell you a story?
Please.
About FIFA.
Sure.
Sure.
Went to a buddy's birthday party this weekend, And we were talking about like Call of Duty and Fortnite and Battle Royale and stuff. I'm like, oh, what else do you play? And he's like, dude, man, I'm super into FIFA. The Alex Hunter storyline is sick.
Aren't we in part 3?
That is, yeah. My friend, who I hadn't seen like since high school, was like intensely invested into the Alex Hunter storyline.
I gotta respect him for continuing it.
Me too.
You know,
Yeah.
because that's the thing is like every, you know, from an outside perspective, every year there's just some dumb thing that we're now supposed to be excited about that they're not going to do again next year.
Yeah.
When it's Call of Duty and you have different development teams working on it, makes sense. But with this, it's just like, why, you know, why did we care about that one character, especially if story?
Yeah.
So to continue that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played 2, right? Did we stream the sequel to the first
Yeah.
Alex Hunter
Yeah.
story?
Yeah.
And it was kind of fun picking up,
Yeah.
you know, like kind of they're referencing things that happened in this past. We're like,
I think
don't
they were in
remember
Brazil
that.
just playing some street ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just for an idiot,
Sure.
Madden, FIFA, and NBA all come out within a month of each other?
Yes.
Crazy.
It's the fall season, baby.
Yes, yeah.
Jones, we're not even done yet. There's one more.
And then baseball's
Uh,
March.
Yes, you're right.
Well, yeah,
Baseball
but
has-
that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's my brain is like when I follow the sport. Seems like when one ends, the next one already started a couple weeks
Yeah.
before that. So there's
Yeah.
always something to watch.
Yeah,
so
basketball,
for all these seasons
hockey,
to start at the same
football
time,
start
weird.
about the same time.
Another September release. We got a lot of new releases at the top of the charts.
Tomb Raider.
Yes, Huber, great job. Yes, Tomb Raider, number 5. By the
Number
way,
5.
Huber loves doing this. September 14th. Go ahead.
Really, are you going to talk about the sale?
Yeah.
The sale? No, I mean
Oh.
that it's on sale.
That's a love and respect question. I'll pull it for you.
Okay.
I'll pull that question for you.
Okay.
We got that for love and respect.
Nice.
I'm in.
Perfect.
Yeah, so let's get some data on that.
yeah.
5th best-selling game of September, achieving the second highest launch month dollar sales for the franchise, following only Tomb Raider, which launched 2013. So it means it was somewhere in between Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, I guess that's
it's not good.
not good news.
It's not good news.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you beat out the last one. That's encouraging.
the last one was
But,
exclusive to Xbox
yeah.
platforms.
For the longest.
Yeah.
Well,
but
it
that-
was a year window. Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
does line up. We're very critical of that campaign, you know, and there were a lot of differences between us going to preview events and coming back, being like, this game's amazing, or like, let me just tell you one or two quick things, or like, I just watched one cutscene and the story became so much clearer than all of the weirdo, you know, hyperbole them throwing out in all of their marketing and previews and stuff. And so yeah, sadly, they just didn't sell it the right way, which sucks.
2018 is, if you take Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and say, it's good, man.
Right.
That's not good enough.
No, yeah,
No.
it's also...
It's good, man is not good enough.
Yeah,
How crazy
also
is that?
right on the heels of Spider-Man, right at the same time as Assassins, and like
Yeah.
just weeks before Red Dead. It's like, that's tough.
Jones, how does it feel to be alive
crazy batting
in the
order.
year of the open world?
Oh, yeah.
How excited are you?
I mean, we've had a few of those.
but this is
Well,
the year,
see,
dude.
but that's the
This
thing, Hubert.
year.
I think we're past. That's like saying year of the shooters. I mean, it's like I think open world is so pervasive now. It's
Yeah.
just like it's just these are the good times.
These
There's
are
so
the
many,
good times.
so many
It
genres.
is.
You know, or so many other franchises are just like starting to adopt it. And
It's epic.
Number 6, another sports game,
NHL?
Madden.
Madden.
Released
Still,
in
nice.
August. Yeah, Madden sells in the U.S. Remember, this is just U.S., and that is why FIFA's not number 1, right? Like, you got to keep those things in mind. Yeah, Madden number 6, holding tight. Number 7, another new release, another early October release, cracking the top 10.
another early October. Not Life is
I
Strange.
Wait,
don't
what
got
number?
it. I don't got it.
This is number 7.
Oh.
Perhaps it is an Xbox exclusive.
Forza.
Forza Horizon
Oh, wow.
4.
Nice.
Yeah, released October 2nd. Again, they stretched out into October 6th of this month, so we got a little bit of those. But that means it didn't have a lot of days to be on sale.
Another one of those fun moments, and I was like, oh yeah, Forza. Like I should check out Forza, make some time for it, but like I don't know if it really
man.
works into my budget. And then I'm like, oh wait, I own it.
Must be nice.
Wait, what?
Just kidding.
Games Pass.
Oh!
You know? It's great.
Yeah.
I think it was like clean. I was like just
Yeah.
drying dishes in the kitchen, just thinking about games, and I was like,
As we do.
Forza, and then I was like, oh wait, yeah, it's I can just download it right now if I want to. And
Nice.
That's
just
pretty
jump
cool.
in. So fun feeling.
Check out Daniel Brothers for the review. It's amazing.
But honestly, Jones, worth bringing that up because that does not. Basically,
Right.
what we're learning this year is that Game Pass is not hurting sales.
Yeah.
Games can succeed. We saw State of Decay 2 chart on the NPDs, despite being a free game on Games Pass.
And like
Game
launching
Pass,
with
excuse
Games
me.
Pass. I think that was like the first Games
Yeah.
Pass game.
Yeah.
So that was like a $10 game basically, if you signed up for it. So
Another thing I like a lot is it is the highest launch month sales in franchise history, strongest debut of any racing game on an Xbox platform. Horizon now is the main franchise. Was an offshoot, the crazy little music festival thing. Now is doing better than primary Forza game. Excuse me. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
To me, it is a more appealing game than a regular
Definitely.
Forza Motorsport.
More fun.
More
Less simulation.
open world.
Yes, more playful.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know, dude.
Okay, we're a little loopy tonight. I'm liking the vibes.
It's because of that tournament.
The group stream was unsupervised.
It was-
I came in and it was like, dude, the kids were on the ground with the crayons, and
Yes.
we're just like, oh, all right, okay.
It was off the rails.
A little bit
in
like
the
We
that.
weren't
best
drawn on the
way.
walls yet, but close.
having the hardest time making a bracket, man.
Sports are confusing, you know?
Sports.
I think nobody can guess number 8. I think nobody can guess number 8 on the NPD top 10s. I'll give each of you a
You
guess.
said it a second ago. Life is Strange.
No.
Damn it.
Overcooked 2.
No.
Is it a small game or a big game?
Big game.
Big game. Okay.
The Missing.
No.
Like that game, though.
Dragon Quest 11.
All right, I'll give you another hint.
Yakuza Kiwami.
Did not come out this year.
Damn it. Oh, GTA.
No.
Oh wait, is it Modern Warfare 2 or something like that?
No.
Is it a
PUBG.
backwards compatible thing?
Modern Warfare 2 did list a couple of months ago.
come out this
Or maybe
year.
last
But
month.
it's nothing like that.
It's not PUBG? Nope.
Not Fortnite.
Nope.
What number is this?
Rainbow Six?
Destiny 2.
What?
Oh right.
Because of that expansion.
Yeah.
Forsake.
Yes.
Tricky,
Man, I would not have
tricky.
guessed Destiny
Nope.
2, but you're right. You got to track that expansion.
Wow.
Pretty tricky.
Yeah.
And hey, got to number 8.
Good expansion.
Good for Destiny.
Good stuff.
Number 9, we're used to seeing Nintendo Switch games in the top 10. We only have one this month.
Mario Kart 8
Mario Party.
Deluxe.
It's Mario Party.
Yeah.
Mario Party.
Beat
Super
Mario
Mario
Kart, wow.
Party. Ian, did you just beat Damiani
I did.
in a Nintendo thing? Whoa. Look at this guy. He said Mario Kart 8.
Twice in one night.
I mean, I thought it was assumed.
I thought you were saying like the way you phrased it, Kyle. I thought you were saying like it's a recurring thing, like which like
Well,
it's
normally
a Nintendo.
Mario Kart
yeah.
8 is in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally it is. We see Zelda in there sometimes too. But yeah, Super Mario Party came out September. It charted.
All right, that's
Ian,
pretty good.
did you unlock all the stages?
Yeah.
In Mario Party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any like secret ones?
Not
Just
yet.
the 4,
I've gotten 2 of the gems. There are gems that you get for completing like each play style. I've done the Mario Party one and the rhythm games one.
Cool, cool.
The river one is gonna be tricky. I mean, I probably won't end up getting them all, but yeah. So
Cool.
no, but
Chat,
yes.
tell us. Sorry, you're not chat. Comments. Tell us what you get for getting all those.
Yeah,
Mario
let
Party
us
gems.
know.
Just let us know.
I'd love to know.
We'll put it in corrections next week. Number 10.
And I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to wait to hear it from you.
Number 10 is another new September game. Yeah, I'm not gonna look that up. Another new September game. New
Dragon
launch.
Quest.
Afraid not.
Yakuza.
No.
God.
Remember, Sega doesn't publish their numbers digitally, and so basically no Sega games rank. Like, there's no Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Got it.
It's that other sport. NHL. Yeah.
Ah.
I didn't think it would break the top 10.
Nice.
There's some hockey
Sports
enthusiasm out
games.
there. Yeah. Sports games still doing well. This is the time where EA makes its money.
Mass appeal.
Yeah.
Kids, adults.
Got the FIFA money,
Yeah.
NHL money, Madden money.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Money.
Hey, you got a lot of money. Hey, Huber, what's number 11?
Dragon Quest.
Yes.
Yes!
11 for 11.
Dragon Quest did.
Come
Dragon Quest
on.
got number 11.
Feels good.
Ah,
Yeah.
September 4th, so that was the beginning of the month. I don't think
it's
that's
not
that good.
It's not
I
good.
don't
Yeah,
think
like is
that's
that
good
good
news.
enough for after what they
And
said?
it's it's
No.
alarming. It's
They said it
alarming.
needs to sell well in the West.
Yeah, I don't think that is well. I don't think that is what they needed it to be.
That's scary. This could be one of the last Dragon Quest games we get here for a very, very long time.
Dude, again, it's that time. I don't
I know.
like. September is a good time for that game.
Yeah.
It was early September. I think just September got heavy. Spider-Man was right after that.
I mean,
Spider-Man was right after,
sure,
dude.
but this happens every year. Like they need to learn that like July and August is still a good time to release games.
It is.
Yeah.
Those 2 months seem to be like the weakest for releases still.
Yeah.
And ever since I heard about like Dragon Quest 11 going to be pushed back into the fall, it's like August, like put it at the end of summer, beginning of
Please.
fall.
Yes.
Like September was like, well, good luck with that. It's like, sure.
You'd think they'd want to put it in the summer because nobody has school, right?
Yeah.
Is that not a consideration?
I think
It used to be a different
Square
mentality.
thought this is a big game for them. Excuse me, Square Enix. I think they thought this is a big game, and you launch your big games at the big time.
Yeah.
And I think they maybe overestimated the enthusiasm for Dragon Quest in the United States, and it hurts. I bet Builders 2 will do great whenever they launch that, and it won't be during a busy time.
Switch would have helped.
Switch
would have
helped.
helped.
Switch would have helped. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It's in the works.
I wonder if Switch is the preferred long form RPG console now. Like not necessarily just JRPG, but I wonder if there are numbers on that. I'd be curious.
Yeah.
I mean, Switch in Japan is humongous,
I
and
feel
Dragon
like it
Quest
might
in
Yeah, if we're
Japan.
talking about Japan,
Yeah.
sure.
And
Well,
I think
sure.
Octopath would drive it up.
Yeah. I just mean everywhere.
Pillars and
Yeah. We have Dragon Age, do we?
or not Dragon Age,
Crown?
No, the other gigantic Pillars of Eternity and
Divinity.
Divinity. Sorry,
Oh, okay. Sure.
Original Sin. Oof, sorry.
Yeah,
I saw a big D, and I was just like,
Dragon Age is sleeping,
dinosaur
man.
dragons.
I mean, Dragon
We got
Age
there.
should be playing a Dragon Age game right now. You know what I mean? But BioWare was so mismanaged that it's
Yeah.
they're now shifted over to Anthem at this point. It's a bummer. That does bum me out actually. Well, let's go to number 12, WWE 2K19.
Chill.
Fading.
right.
Fading.
Yes, fading.
Oh.
I expect WWE 2K20 to rank lower next year,
Yeah.
unless they do something.
They
dudes.
gotta shake it up.
Shake it up.
You need a new engine.
Number 13 is that game we're never surprised by, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Out of the top 10 though.
Out of the top 10. Because there were so
Gotcha.
many new releases. You're
So, yeah,
right,
it took
Ian,
a big
that's good to
month
point
to
out.
knock
Yeah.
them out.
It took a long time for them to get knocked out. Also knocked out Mario Kart 8, Damiani's favorite. Number 15, Huber,
Yakuza.
Naruto to Boruto.
Nice.
Shinobi Striker.
It's okay.
Anime games,
that's
dude.
A dip.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think that's a dip from previous ones.
Oh,
Mainline
do
Naruto.
Naruto games normally
like
do
the
very
Ultimate
well?
Ninja Story
sure,
games
for sure.
charted
okay.
better, I think.
It's like a spin-off weird one.
yeah,
They took a
like, so-
chance.
I'm
Yeah.
so surprised this
Yeah.
even got in
For
top
sure.
20.
Sure.
Yeah.
Will My Hero One's Justice, will that rank for October?
No way.
With everything that's out already and
I don't
will be
believe
out. it'll
I'll
be
say top
tough.
20. I'll say top 20.
I'm not buying it. Naruto is so
Can
big.
we have a friendly wager?
Friendly wager, I'm down.
all right.
I'm down.
Okay.
Friendly wager.
Yes. All right. My Hero One's Justice will be in top 15 for October.
Top 15?
Yes.
All right. Can I say like 16 to 20 or not at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll give me that? 16 to 20?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Lock it in.
I don't even think I'll
stakes.
get that.
No stakes. Huber has sworn
Yeah.
off bets for the rest of the year.
Yep.
He
That was
already
simply
broke that.
That was simply a friendly wager.
Friendly wager.
Friendly wager.
It's more of a anime clash. It's really Naruto versus My Hero
anime.
Academy.
I feel like My Hero is on the rise.
But I think
It's a
the
good
game
time.
doesn't have a good
Yes,
buzz though
you're right.
at all.
Buy-in. What's up?
I think that game has a good buzz though.
I don't think the game does. No, but that's what I'm saying. Neither did
Yeah.
Naruto to Boruto. It's not a
but
good
it's
game.
coming.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's coming off. One, I think Naruto was still like very popular and ingrained with a lot of like the fan base. Where My Hero is new, big fan base, still growing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the video game adaptation is going to be as explosive in terms of sales.
I don't like
Like
honestly.
the-
This is very cynical to say. I don't think it matters.
Like, moms know what Naruto is.
Do they?
Do they know All Might?
It's a good tagline for Naruto. Moms know.
Yeah.
Like, my mom
Moms who know
knows.
trust Naruto.
Choosy moms.
My mom knows who Itachi is, but doesn't
yeah,
know.
like this isn't a case. I don't know. I feel like
Interviewed
there's-
10,000 moms.
there felt like there was way more marketing and like buzz behind the bigger Naruto games compared to this, and even like Dragon Ball, like fighters, like it did not even come close. Like that had even
Dragon Ball,
bigger.
that was number
That was like
one.
the,
Yeah,
that was
that
like
was
the
crazy.
biggest. So like judging based on like that, I feel like My Hero is like non-existent.
Okay.
All humans know who Goku is.
I made my bet. I made my bet. We'll see. All humans know who Goku is. That is true.
That is true.
All humans.
That's why he's gonna be in Smash Bros.
He's from Earth.
Let's blow through
Same.
number 16 through 20 because
Wait,
they're all not
now,
interesting.
Now I really want to see a Billy on the street or something where he just shows a picture of Goku and just says, "Who is this?"
Who is this?
Two people on the
Who is
street.
this?
It's Goku. What's wrong with you?
That's
That's
an
Robert Patrick.
episode.
Have you seen?
Yeah. You've seen this boy.
That's obviously Goku. So 16, Rainbow Six Siege, obviously.
Nice.
Always hanging around. I really like that. Crash Bandicoot, number 17, still sticking in
Wow.
there. Activision is
Go
probably
Crash.
so proud of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 18, Super Mario Odyssey. Number 19, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And number 20, Minecraft. Still selling.
Nice.
There you go.
It was cool. Otherwise, PlayStation biggest hardware.
That's something.
Interesting thing is Xbox One X is selling better than all the other Xboxes. Xbox One X is selling better than Xbox One. However, regular old PS4 Slim is selling better than PS4 Pro. I think that's interesting.
Very. Because I think it's because Xbox One X has true 4K. So people that are heavily investing into OLEDs, into 4K HDR are going all in on Xbox One X. But if you're buying a PlayStation, you're pretty much just buying it for the games or whatever.
Yep. What Heber said.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I like
One
that
console's
analysis.
selling performance, the other's selling its library,
Yeah.
and that's what people are buying those for right now.
I know we spent a lot of time on MPDs. There's one more top 10 list that I love year to date. Top 10 games year to date of the year 2018 in the US.
You know what it is, Jones.
What's number 1?
number 1, Jones?
What, just Spider-Man? Or wait, what?
Didn't make it yet. That didn't. It's not number 1 yet. Didn't topple number 1.
GTA.
No.
What?
Call of Duty last year.
No.
Not GTA.
It's a game that I would never expect to be number 1 at this point, but it's had month to month
Destiny.
the success,
God
and
of
I'm
War.
no
Only months and months?
months and months and months and months and months.
It's Kiwami.
No.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Sega just
Go
doesn't
on,
report
too.
their numbers, dude. It's invisible.
What came out at the beginning of this year?
Oh man, I don't know.
Monster Hunter.
No, because we were talking about how Monster Hunter might be in this top 10. We're talking about how this was the year of the open world, and Jones just says like, naturally, that's all games. You know, even like if it's a first-person shooter, it's going to be open world.
Fortnite.
No.
Oh, Far Cry.
Far Cry 5, number 1
Wow,
still.
wow.
Whoa,
After all
really?
these months, the best-selling game in the U.S. so far.
Wow.
For the year of
Oh, sorry, for
2018.
2019.
Yes,
or
2018, yes.
Sorry.
Far Cry 5.
I
Yes.
thought this was the last 12 months
Year to
list.
date,
I'm
dude.
sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, last 12 months it would have been Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I could throw out like a lot of potential reasons why, but my brain can't land on like the one. You know, like that one thing that will clearly people really excited about that one element from Far Cry.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it not
Like, I
like
don't-
super well received either?
Just the story. It was this kind of thing where people hated it before and then they hated it after, and I did not like the story in 5, but for different reasons. But yeah, there's all the DLC, and then you can build stuff, and the series sells well anyway. And God, I don't know.
I have no idea.
No idea.
It's
That
hard to
one-
be a market analyst on
one
this one,
thing
right?
was-
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ubisoft always has one winner a year, right? Last year it was Ghost Recon. Just
Yeah,
killing it.
Ubi's had a good couple of years.
Yeah.
They really are doing very, very well.
Yeah, Ian, I am curious, like, what the Open Critic score for Far Cry 5
It's
is.
gotta
I'll
be
check.
in the 8s.
I'm
Okay.
super curious to see how Starlink sold
Gotta
compared
be.
to expectations.
That'll be next month.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It just
Oh, because it's another Ubisoft game.
because if
Gotcha.
that did pretty well, if that did like okay, maybe not compared to like other Toys to Life stuff, like what has Ubisoft missed?
Yeah.
like what was their one franchise that is in trouble?
Well, like, what do they know that we don't? Ubisoft has some connection with this audience.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That came out in March.
or
Right?
now Division 2 is going to sell.
I think it came out in February, Far Cry.
Jeez.
Not sure.
And God of War was April.
83 on Open Critic. That's like good enough. I think that to me says, I think you still get a Mighty. I think you still get the guy flexing with an 83. Strong, yeah.
Strong. Green on Metacritic.
Yeah, that's good enough to be good. It's good, man. If Far Cry 5 came out now, bye, dude. But
Yeah.
like, I just think it like early.
It missed Mighty by 1 point. Mighty is 84 or higher.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What was the release date on that?
March 27th.
Huber nailed it, dude. God of War is number 2, year to date. Number 3, Spider-Man, baby, crept right up that list. Why don't I debut at number 3? Is that
It zipped
up
that
that
list.
Held down to L2. Monster Hunter World is number 4.
Nice.
What a year. Yeah, this is sick.
That's awesome.
Because I remember...
Prance for that.
Yeah, nice Prance. I feel like when I first became aware of NPDs, it would be Madden in the top 3 every single month. It just like it felt like the NPDs used to be boring, and now there's
That's
interesting.
exciting,
A Monster Hunter game. I wonder.
January helps.
January helps. I think it's still gonna be there at the end of the year, dude. I think Monster Hunter will stay in the top 10, and I still think it's huge. Obviously, we talked a lot about the success of that game throughout this year.
One of the
Still
best
baffling
games
to
of the
me.
year, baby.
Really,
Yep.
really good. Like the best other than Fortnite and stuff. Really good at events and getting people back into Monster Hunter.
Totally.
Yeah,
So
they
solid.
keep adding monsters.
Devil May Cry event
They're
and
doing
Final
Halloween
Fantasy.
stuff.
Yeah, I gotta
Yes.
jump into the Halloween one.
The Halloween stuff is cool. Yeah. NBA 2K15 is number 5. Zipped right in there.
Jeez.
Yep.
It dunked its way there.
2K15?
Dunked in there. Sorry?
2K15?
19, excuse me.
Okay.
Number 6 is Madden, hanging in there, but again, defeated by NBA. Grand Theft Auto 5 is number 7. I think that's gonna stick around too.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think it'll be in the top 10 at the end of the year.
Call of
Grand Theft Auto
Duty
5.
is gonna blast its way in there next month.
It will, dude. I almost think it's gonna be number 1. Call of Duty World War II, number 8.
Jeez.
Last year's Call of
Oh
Duty
my gosh.
is still one of this year's best-selling games. Dragon Ball Fighters, number 9.
Wow.
That will get bumped.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
We won't be talking about Fighters at the end of the year, but still, good for you for sticking around this long. Actually, probably next month you'll get bumped off, as well as Mario Kart 8. Cool. I love those.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of franchises like you were saying, like Huber's Dream Team of just like this, like is this game get a sequel to Dragon Quest, and Kiwami, but like Monster Hunter is just such a win. I think that's just so exciting for if you are a fan of that franchise, for that to not only get good reviews, but because that's got to be new people. Like that's got to be a lot of
It's
new,
a ton of new people.
a lot of new adoption, a lot of new people
Huber is a new person.
investing.
New Hunter here.
Yeah,
I think it's release month.
I own it. I bought it.
Yeah.
I played it for like half an hour.
I think Huber is so right to peg that on release month.
January.
Yes.
You got time.
Yeah. I think January, February, March next year, 2019, a little brutal.
Yeah, a little brutal.
Oh, you know what? I even forgot to cover this.
Brutal.
Is not Freaker's game. What's Freaker's game?
Days Gone.
Days Gone got a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were 4 huge games scheduled for February 22nd.
It balked.
Yep. Days Gone was the first to balk.
Yeah, I'm surprised it was that over Crackdown 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Crackdown at this point has to hold its ground.
Yep. And Anthem's on that day, though.
Yeah, Anthem's the
Oh,
biggest,
man. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was the right call. Whatever the case, I think that was Days Gone. You're going to do way better in March. Did y'all hear that? Oh. Sounds like it's podcast halftime.
The following are the official sponsors of Easy Allies for the month of October. Mango. Sweet Justice, a sound design company from the southern shores of the UK. They've worked on some of the biggest AAA titles, the most refreshing indie titles, and collaborated with the best development teams in the world. El Thanis. Beaten Down Brian. iKeyless. iKeyless.com is proud to sponsor Easy Allies. If you need a replacement car key or remote, use offer code EZA at checkout for free shipping and 30% off of your order. Imagine Bedding. Every mattress is brand new and made to order. This means their factory won't start making your mattress until your name is attached to it. They recently released a new mattress that features all-natural latex. It sleeps incredibly cool with unmatched comfort. For a limited time, receive $100 off a purchase of the new Imagine mattress with coupon code ALLIES100 on their website, imaginebedding.com. Imagine Bedding. Imagine good sleep. Hogue Law Business Law Firm. Whether you're starting a business at level 1, stuck fighting the dreaded fundraising boss, or finally cashing out with a well-earned high score, you need a good business lawyer at your side. Hogue Law brings more than a decade of experience forming and funding companies, negotiating contracts, and everything in between. At Hogue Law, it's always business law time. Check them out at hoeglaw.com or on Twitter at Hogue Law. Be Haunted, a graphic novel currently crowdfunding on Kickstarter. Written by Joey Donaldson and illustrated by Tuna, Be Haunted tells the story of Bee, a young actress struggling to find her spot on the stage and her place in the world. Bee's life takes an unexpected and paranormal twist when she finds herself haunted by a horde of ghosts. What do these ghosts want, and where do they come from? Check out BeHaunted.com or the link below to learn more and support this graphic novel. Only 1 week remains. Head over to the Kickstarter now to back Be Haunted and pick some beautiful enamel pins, never-before printed comics, and personalized, one-of-a-kind watercolor paintings. And our mega sponsor, Jigarbov Productions. Whether you're a noob at Minecraft, got bored punching trees, or finally cashing out and finding all them diamonds, you need a good Minecraft marketplace creator at your side. Jigarbov Productions brings more than 7 years of experience making custom maps, mini games, even a dating sim, and everything in between. At Jigarbov Productions, it's always jig time. Check them out at jigarbov.net or on Twitter at Jigarbov. Is that better, Kyle? All of these links are available in the description. Thank you to our sponsors.
It's jig time, baby.
It's jig time.
It's jig time. Oh, that is very good. In the Love and Respect submissions this week, I got one that's from Gonzalo Ruiz, who just said, hey, will you do press release me for Bethesda's talk about the Fallout 76 beta coming up?
Oh boy.
And I said, heck yeah. So if you're not familiar with Press Release Me, this is a segment in which I read a press release, and all 3 of the panelists must say, release me. Is it first, actually? I think it's if one person says, release me, we end. No, it's all 3. Once you get sick of hearing this press release, you say, release me. And then once all 3 of you have said, release me, we just end the segment.
Okay.
Okay. It's basically...
So I say it when I'm tired of hearing it.
Yes, we see how far you can go into this press release.
Okay.
Okay. This is from Bethesda Game Studios. As a development studio, we've taken a lot of journeys. We've tried not to repeat ourselves, yet all of our games have a similar DNA. In 2015, we decided to try something very new and very scary for us. Take one of our worlds and make it online only. Once the idea of Fallout Online survival games stuck, there was no turning back. But still, some worry and questions. Will people want this from Fallout? Will they want it from us? How the hell are we going to make this? And what exactly is this?
Release me.
Since that time, we've grown to 4 studios across North America and built a game world 4 times the size of our last. We developed all new technologies and services while bending older technology to do things we didn't think it could.
Release me.
We pushed ourselves in new ways that surprised even us. Our worlds, whether it be Fallout, Elder Scrolls, or the coming Starfield, are important places to us. We do everything we can to treat them with care. We know they mean just as much to you. That the time you spend in them is important, and you want each time you experience one to be special and all it can be.
Release me.
I was about to say release me, man.
Yeah.
So the point of this whole thing is like, hey, we're working really hard on Fallout 76. Please be easy on it. The beta's gonna have issues. Please, we know. And that they just wrote this whole press release for that
What
reason.
even is this?
We know.
It's always a good
that
sentiment.
You know.
Yeah, and this is in
pretty
italics.
bad.
What is this? Yeah. Oh
So-
my goodness.
Are we commenting on this?
Sure. Yeah, I'd like commenting after press release.
I get it, but I would be more okay with it if Fallout 76 wasn't so close. This to me screams like an early access, yo, we're not releasing our game for another 1 or 2 years. This is basically saying like, yo, the beta's coming, but also the full release is coming that you're going to have to pay money for, but please go easy on
They
it.
want to. They want to eat that cake too.
Yeah,
They
so-
want to be like introducing the next most massive thing coming to the Fallout franchise that we don't really know what the hell we're doing. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to figure this out. But it is going to be bigger than anything we've ever done. And you're just like, pick a road.
Yeah.
But don't,
I think you
sell
go humor.
yourself as a studio and your expertise and then be like, winging it. It's like,
I do, because like the beta is a humorous acronym. I think they just should have made a funny video.
Yeah.
This whole thing is way too fluffy.
And the game comes out so soon. It's November, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
weird preview, weird marketing, weird beta, weird.
Good luck to you.
Weird.
I bet there's going to be a live action trailer too, a live action commercial.
With a nuke.
Yep, bring it on.
Someone walking away towards the camera with a nuclear bomb behind them.
Yes, and like buddies like patting each other on the back. Get ready for it.
I like weird games, though, and I know you do too, Kyle.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be massive.
Massive.
Hey, 4 times bigger.
Iron
than
out
their
those
last world,
those kinks, yeah.
November 14th.
Initial release date November 14th, 2018.
That's-
when GTA 5 Online launched, which is in the NPD every single month, it was very broken. Like everything was going wrong. Characters were being deleted. Like people had really hard times getting progress for like days and days and days.
Well,
after
you had a
launch,
really
so.
fun campaign to play in the meantime.
That is true.
I'm introducing 3 new segments on this week's podcast. First segment, Don Scoops. This is Don private messaged me a headline. This rarely happens.
Whoa.
Don gave me this scoop. And
Privately?
Yes.
Whoa.
We're talking about it.
I'm jealous.
Go Nintendo reports that according to a recent interview with Famitsu, Sega's Naoki Hori stated that the Nintendo Switch was close to successfully running Dreamcast titles via emulation. We could, potentially, in the future, be playing Dreamcast games on the Nintendo Switch.
So back to Don Scoops. When he sent you the headline, was it for the podcast?
No.
He was like, here's a little morsel?
Just woke up today,
Or
got a
this
little
was
message
just
from
some
Don.
weird
Yeah.
headline friendship that you have with Don where he's giving you scoops?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Don
Especially about
Scoops?
Dreamcast.
sorry, moving on.
games.
Yes.
So jealous.
I think we had talked about it before, just like, Don, I'd really want Dreamcast games. Like, I don't care about Genesis games. Stop porting those. Like, let's go Dreamcast, let's go Saturn. And I think that's why he sent that to me.
Excellent.
I owned an Atari Jaguar. I owned a 3DO. Never bought a Dreamcast.
Let's do it, dude.
That is
Yeah, I wanna
definitely
play those
that's
games.
definitely a console that I need to catch up on.
Yeah.
I gotta play lots of Power Stone.
Next segment's called I'll Give You 3 Minutes. Now, this is when Damiani agreed to be on the podcast tonight. He said, are you going to talk about this specific thing? And I said, no. He said, then I'm not going to be on the podcast. And so I said, I'll give you 3 minutes.
Something went that way.
Yes.
I didn't say it wouldn't be on the
Yeah, I know. I'm exaggerating that a little bit. All right, but Damiani, you got 3 minutes
It's
on
more
the clock.
dramatic this way.
Tell us.
clock.
Yeah, go off right now.
All right. So on October 19th, Intel was supposed to release its new generation of CPUs, including the i9-9900K processor. It is now, what's today, Kyle? October what?
23rd.
It's October 23rd, and the thing is still not available.
Wait, what was the date it was supposed to come out?
Come on,
18th?
October 19th.
19th.
They held a whole press conference and everything, like
Okay.
saying, it's coming out October 19th. Everyone get excited. Start pre-ordering now. Amazon, Newegg, everyone pre-orders. Is now today. And Intel has still not said anything about where it is.
Whoa.
Just not out.
Nothing on their Twitter account.
Nothing. They were busy enough to refute that their 10nm development and research is still going strong because a bunch of reporters or media sites said
It was not
they're
realistic.
bailing out on it. It's not
Yes.
worth it anymore.
Yep.
Anyway, Kyle was like, I don't know if this is that big of a deal. Why do you really want to talk about this?
I got an i7. I'm fine.
And I explained it to this way to Kyle. This is how I feel because this is my first time doing this.
Yeah.
Imagine if Sony announced a PS5 for an October 19th release date on E3, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's pre-ordering and stuff." October 19th comes. You go to Best Buy. You go to GameStop. You go to Amazon. No one has it. And there's nothing from Sony. And 4 days later, no one has a PlayStation 5. And everyone's like, Sony, could you say something? Like, I like, it just blows my mind that, like, I maybe just don't know enough sites that tech enthusiast press aren't, like, calling this out. Maybe they are, and Intel just doesn't care. But, like, this would never fly in our industry. Like, letting something, like, slip in, like, the outcry. It's
Even
just,
like a single game. Even something as small as like a game is supposed to come out on that day, and the developers
radio
are just
silence.
like, yes.
Radio silence.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's like, I feel like so powerless. Like, what can I do? Like, go complain to them? They don't care. Like, Intel like holds like all the power, so it sucks. It really sucks.
Something's wrong with those chips, man.
Yeah, something.
And they won't say. They won't
something
say
was
anything.
said.
Yeah.
wow, the amount of like no accountability held against like Intel. At least the people are trying. Like they're good at suppression, I guess. Like not letting those negative reports come out and stuff. Sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, what in the
Harsh.
What in the
Damiani,
world,
that was a
Damiani?
good 3 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
You actually have time to spare?
He has 37 seconds left.
What's your
Yeah.
next move, Damiani?
Apparently, the the i7 equivalent did come out today. There was an i5, i7, and i9.
But 9 is a bigger number.
i9's the one
Yeah.
like a lot of people are waiting for,
Yeah.
and it's just like what's worse, Kyle, is some customer service reps have said like for these resellers have said it might be coming maybe December, maybe next year. We don't know.
Yeah, the communication with
Yeah.
customer service reps, I don't think is ever too strong.
Yeah,
That's-
don't trust it.
Yeah.
That's terrifying if you pre-ordered one of these or expecting one, and then you get buried in the shuffle, and you don't get it until like, oh, you're gonna get it in March.
Oh, that's your time.
Okay. Hey,
That sucks.
that was fun. Next segment's called "Shouldn't Have Done That." Now, there
Can
are...
we call it shouldn't have did that?
Shouldn't have did that. No, that's like intentionally like
Sure.
offensive. Like it's like this is how dumb people talk. I like shouldn't have done that.
Can you do it?
You're right, it's better.
Can you do it in like the Mike Ehrmantraut way?
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, done that.
He doesn't have an accent though, does he?
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, there you go.
You might want
He's
to
like
reconsider
Marmaduke.
what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It's not a good.
So
decision.
typically, there's a lot of stories I don't cover, controversial stories even, because to me that's not controversial. It's just like shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? It's just like okay, and then the conversation ends there. But I want to try it. I want to try I shouldn't have done that because I actually think, we talk about video game marketing a lot on the podcast, kind of related, might work out. Let's give it a shot with shouldn't have done that. Now, everybody knows, I think Twitter is inane. I hate Twitter. I have this like begrudging acceptance of Twitter. It's something that's necessary for my job. I don't like getting headlines off Twitter. It's to me just like Twitter drama is just like stop it. Just stop Twitter. Just stop anything on this. I think that
I could listen to you for an hour and talk about that.
cool. I have a lot to say about it. But I think that because Twitter is so stupid, people can make stupid tweets. People can make bad tweets. They can make mistakes on Twitter. What is important to me is how they react to them. And this week we got some, what I would say, bad reactions to bad tweets from CDProject. Now, one other thing we got to preface is that CDProject is one company that's got two branches: CDProject Red, who makes video games, CDProject Blue, who does GOG.com, formerly GoodOldGames.com. So both of those companies have bad Twitter accounts. I don't think it's one social media behind both. I think it's just multiple people. It's tough to say. They haven't said, and that's what makes these things important. So, controversial Twitter accounts. July 19th, 2018, tweeted out an image of Postal 2, and the tweet said, "A game that wears its heart on its sleeve, a sleeve that is rarely safe for work. Postal 2 Paradise Lost, no filter, no DRM." And there's an image of a player peeing on a gravestone that says games journalism committed suicide August 28th, 2014. Now, I see that, but I see that and like I didn't get it. I had to Google what the significance of August 28th is, and I think they probably did too, right? August 28th is apparently the day after Gamergate hashtag started, and that's when Gamers Are Dead articles started surfacing. So I guess that is what that meant in the game. I don't know. I'm willing to believe that the person who wrote that tweet also didn't know, right? And so there was a big reaction to that. Just like, oh, so that's you? Are you peeing on the gravestone that says games journalism committed suicide? And so obviously there's a big blowback from that. And the response was, the intention behind our tweet was to inform about a release known for a controversial content. Right, Postal 2 is a controversial game. Unfortunately, we failed to make the association between the image, the date, and an abusive movement. Our intention was never to hurt or condone hate. If that just happened, never would have been on the podcast. Shouldn't have done that. They fixed it, right? Yeah. But let's stick on that word intention because it pops up again and again. August 2018, Gamescom starts as E3 ended. This is a Twitter account. So they tweeted that out, right? Gamescom start as E3 ended, checking Twitter. So it shows a bunch of guys from CDProject checking their Twitter like to see the reaction. to Cyberpunk because obviously Twitter was really fun for them, blowing up. Everybody loves Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Somebody responded, "I want more, guys," as in I want more, comma guys, like all caps. I want more, guys. And
Like I want to see more of the game.
yes,
Got it.
the response from Cyberpunk's Twitter account said, "Did you just assume their gender?" ? Exclamation point. Obviously, this joke almost never works. What if you're curious where the humor was, like what the intent of the humor was there is calling out that there was no comma, that this person said, "I want more guys," right? And so the joke is that, hey, you didn't put a comma in there. You just said, "I want more guys." Did you just assume their gender, that they're guys? Bad joke.
Bad taste.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you're leaving a grammar joke on Twitter, expect to be ignored and not understood.
Right,
Like,
but-
that's for a very specific group.
And also, like, did you just assume their gender is? It's to me just one of a bad punchline. You know what I mean? It's like making fun of a person who doesn't ever actually say that. It's just it's diminishing. It's making people who do care about that seem foolish. Like the joke of that is like, isn't it dumb to say, "Did you just assume my gender?" And obviously, I don't think people say that. I don't see a lot of people who are going, "Did you just assume my gender?" Like they're making fun of that person who I don't think necessarily exists. So that is the heaviness of saying such a thing. Obviously, dumb joke. People are allowed to make dumb jokes on Twitter if they respond well. The response was, "Sorry to all those offended by one of the responses sent out from our account earlier. Harming anyone was never our intention." And I'm like, okay, all right. Wasn't your intention. I get it. Is that an apology? No. But it still wouldn't get on the podcast. Shouldn't have done that. You know, it's like, it's okay. It's like, oh, it sucks.
Wow.
You know, a bad joke. You made a bad, like James Gunn wrote atrocious tweets, right?
Yeah.
He's been in the news for writing atrocious, dumb tweets. They were awful, awful tweets. But the way he's responded to them, I think, is something that people should look at. Obviously, he still got fired, which is still a thing. But just being able to say, "Hey, those are atrocious tweets. I'm sorry I said those. I'm not going to do that again. I'm a different person now," right? If James Gunn did that and then another month later,
Yeah.
kept doing that again,
Yeah.
we'd be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?"
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Yeah.
GOG today is like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is up?
Okay, so
What is
What's
up,
up, guys?
dude?
Here's the newest one from GOG.com, the Twitter account. Classic games hashtag won't be erased on our watch. Yeah, how's that for some use of hashtags? Woof. Let me try to explain that joke. Let me try to explain the comedic angle on that. The idea is this is a meaningful hashtag. The idea is this hashtag is a movement. It's a response to something that is happening potentially with the Department of Health and Human Services. I had to look up that whole article and figure out what's happening there. Spearheading an effort to establish a legal definition of sex under Title IX, which is basically it's an amendment or just a law that says that you never can be discriminated against for sexual reason, for your sex in any company or organization that is federally funded. So schools, basically, is what we're talking about, primarily when we're talking about Title IX. Anyway, the reason why we will not be erased is happening is because, hey, they're saying whatever sex you're assigned to when you're born is what you're going to be forever. So you are going to go into whatever locker room you're assigned to from age 0 up until age 18 if you go to school, is basically what is it attempting to be said there. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing, obviously. But there's a hashtag assigned to that. And so when it says, how's that for using a hashtag? The joke is, we're so bad at Twitter, we're using this hashtag that means something to talk about video games, right? That's the joke.
Yeah.
Again, not a funny joke.
No.
Not a funny way to do that. I could, I don't know, if there's a hashtag for, like, save puppies, you know what I mean? And it's like, save puppies more like save games. Like, it's still, like, not funny.
Yeah.
You know, the joke is, I get it. I get the joke. I get the humorous intent. But we have to talk about the response, and that's why we have this segment today. Go ahead.
I feel this is very topical to I'm going to bring up South Park, a recent episode they did about when they brought back Mr. Hanky.
I was on Ambien. You're
I was
so
on Ambien.
right. You're
It's basically,
so right.
I mean, it's not just this. It's a lot of people.
That
it's
is
like
exactly
you
what
up at
this
night.
is.
It's like, oh, this is so funny. This would be great.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He's like, I was on Ambien. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please.
And then
forgive
it's
us.
like, you did it again. You did it again. Why do you keep doing this?
Still be excited about Cyberpunk 2077. We're sorry. We're sorry. And then it's like, we'll do another. Like the next thing will happen in a few months. It's like, oh, that wasn't our intention.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
All right, so here's the apology. It's a kind of final one, too. Yesterday, we posted a tweet containing a trending hashtag as a pun. Okay. The tweet was neither intended as a malicious attack nor as a comment to the ongoing social debate. GOG should focus only on games. We acknowledge that, and we commit to it. That
When? Starting
Yes.
when? What's the day
Yeah,
that we're going to start doing that? Because again, like you were saying, it's all about discourse. Social media is all about a back and forth. Like you can't just take like one thing and be like, well, that's it. That person doesn't exist now. They only exist in this one moment. This one sentence encapsulates everything we want to know about them or their personality. We can now answer any question that they would possibly be asked. It's all about the back and forth. And it's like when we're like, oh yeah, games, Cyberpunk is so cool, and what are we gonna do with RPG elements? And you're just like, political issue. It's like, what? Why is this in there? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. If you don't like that, we'll forget about it. It's like, you're the ones that now brought this into the conversation. So now I guess we're talking about this. And for them to be like, a certain hashtag, it's like, mention the hashtag that you mentioned.
yes.
Reply to what you yourself said, and now get into the discussion, or, but like, don't kind of middle of the road it by being like, we want the humor, we want to lasso this, hype or this hashtag, this conversation that's happening, and earn from it, but we don't want to actually join the conversation. And like, you don't get to do that.
Yeah,
Like, not in this day and age.
I want to dissect the sentence. The tweet was neither intended as a malicious attack. First of all, we know. You put that
Obviously.
first. We know that wasn't a malicious attack, nor as a comment to the ongoing social debate. Whether your intention was or not, you made a comment. You did it. And that's what I wanted to see in the tweets. We made a comment, and we're sorry about that. Or maybe I don't want to see them say I'm not sorry, obviously, but just this idea of like, hey, I'm sorry if you're offended is basically that kind of apology. And to me, I think they're obviously alienating fans. I think like it's just when it becomes a pattern,
Yeah.
this is a public relations mistake.
The pattern is very disheartening.
Yes.
It's very disheartening.
Get a hold of your PR team.
Yeah, is this one rogue agent over there
I
doing
don't
this?
think
I don't think it is. I
it
really
Yeah, I
don't
wonder
think
if
it's the
there's.
same
I
person.
really wonder if their social
Like-
media and PR people aren't like the same team, because it sounds like social media people are trying to make edgy joke, and then PR has to come in and clean up the mess. Like, damn it, you did it again. Like, all right, let's write the nice sorry statement and everything like that. But I wonder if they're just like they don't talk to each other sometimes on some of these messages. And maybe this is a sign. It's like, all right, well, take away that social media person. Like, get rid of them and hand it to someone else, because
Yes.
But like the fact that it's happened so many times, I refuse to believe they've let the same person stay
Yeah.
there. Like I think there's a little bit more of something entrenched going on there than just like it was one rogue person or one person made one or two mistakes. Now they're gone. This has happened several times. You got to be like kind of crazy to like keep that person on if they've deliberately done this 3 times now. Like 3 times. All right. Oh, why are you keeping that person around if they've made this mistake this many times?
I don't think it's the same person. I really don't think it's the same person.
That's
on all
what I'm
3
worried.
tweets.
That's what
Yeah.
makes it
Yeah,
like
that's-
worse.
that's
Is
more
if it's
alarming.
more than one person who's done this. That's what I'm saying. Was alluding to. There's something more entrenched going on there.
Yeah.
And
These comments are
that's-
just so random,
Yeah.
and they always seem to be so desperate. It's like that kid that'll say something really unpopular in class or really gross, and you're just like, what? And just it's like, wow, that kid clearly. I did that in my youth, where I was like, oh, I want attention. This crazy thing, and it's like, what? That's like not proper and completely random, and just like, why are you
John's-
bringing that up just to get eyeballs on you?
It's an analogy we shouldn't make. It's a kid walking in and going, I eat my farts. And everyone's like, gross. And he's like, guess I shouldn't talk to you anymore.
yeah.
Guess I shouldn't speak my opinions anymore. And then walks away. To me, that's that. Okay, you know what? We're going to stick with games, and that's what we're committed to. It's like, that's not what anybody wants. We don't want you to just say, we'll never talk about this again.
But I think also some companies have an uphill battle here. And every time something like this comes up where it's like, whoa, they crossed the line or they said some joke that's not appropriate, it makes me think of Sonic the Hedgehog, at Sonic the Hedgehog, which a couple of years ago started to get really feisty. And like when we were at Game Trailers, we said some not nice things about Sonic in some of our videos, and like they openly called us out for it.
Yeah.
And I loved that. And like I think Sonic is just in a great place to be. Like it's a franchise that's still around. They're still making games. It's still something that people continually parse the quality of like this game over this game. But Sonic's gone through some rough patches, and obviously is like never going to be as popular or prolific as Mario. And so there's just like a lot of things around the franchise, right? But there's a lot of things around the franchise that I think puts Sonic in a unique position to be funny, you know, to kind of look back at its history and kind of push forward a little bit and have a little bit of sass. But like CDProject Red, no, like just go make your amazing RPGs, GOG, like no, just go, like you're a game service that like you are speaking on behalf of so many of these games that are on your service. Like just the two entities that I would at the very I think very least expect them to be acting like this or see some kind of like gotta get views because sales are down on Witcher. Like no, like
Yeah. To me, I think what I assume, and maybe this is too much of a benefit of the doubt, is it's 3 separate instances of like, I had no idea. That's honest. That is what I am imagining, trying to give them benefit of the doubt.
I don't know. I think like the cynical view, because all 3 of these, especially the latter 2, are basically the same joke at the expense of gender and like that kind of arena. And it like cynically, if I'm really thinking conspiratorially, it's like someone maybe doesn't have an agenda, but someone has a certain view and is trying to test how far they can push it. And whenever they get swatted down, they're like, oh, sorry, didn't understand what we were doing. And I'm like, yeah, you did.
I wonder. And what sucks is that there's no apology to communicate that it's not that.
And I like there is positive growth there. Like I've seen people in social settings, in person and online, like say something, they're corrected. That's actually not kind of appropriate. And here's why. Like, okay, I've never seen that perspective. I apologize. I didn't mean that. I'm like, great. This was an actually cool learning moment. And I wonder if a lot of people, even though offensive things were said, are seeing this discourse and are learning themselves. Okay, I didn't, learn about that. But if you are in this position, you're a PR manager for a game service or a game developer, don't even try. Like, don't just stop. And clearly you are not equipped. From the little I know about the internal workings of this company, it seems like they don't care.
Right.
It seems like they really don't. That like internally, there's not arguments. Like no, there's not a lot of whip cracking going on when these things happen. And I think that's why they happen again.
That's the joke behind it, and that's how you use hashtags, right?
I think it'll sadly take something way more
media.
severe at this to like have them really kind of being held accountable,
or
have it impact them negatively. Or it's not going to affect Cyberpunk sales. It's like I don't think.
You're right, and exactly that. It's just. But it will hurt people, I guess that's where it hurts. But yeah, I do, and I think there's value to Sonic the Hedgehog as a guy. We know him. Is his name Aaron?
Oh,
are you gonna say who
Sonic the Hedgehog is?
The person who runs the account?
Yeah.
Is it name them?
Yeah. Okay. It's not a secret, right? He's like their social.
I don't
media
think it's a secret, but like, yeah.
Anyway, he's really good. You know what I mean? And he can apologize for a bad joke.
Whoever's running Arby's thing is on
like
point.
Thinking about Arby's as well.
And I was saying that's
as someone who does their research, who picks the right things, and I think it's not. I don't get the vibe that they're like, we're actually playing this game. Like, I know you're probably not. It's like I know you're not watching that show or into that thing, but man, you spent a lot of time on that weird napkin creation thing. So it's like I enjoy it, even if I know think you're actually into this thing or not.
Right.
Because it's a celebration.
It's
fun.
weird. It's weird that a game studio should focus on having a good social media person. Because if I was CDProject, I get it. That's the last thing I would care about. Obviously, I'm this person who hates Twitter, right? But it is a valuable thing for your brand to have somebody who's good at it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just don't have a person who's assigned to it, and they're like, somebody tweet something.
Kind of like Easy Allies.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all just tweet. Yeah, we all tweet as Easy Allies from time to time.
I would love some transparency from this, and I wish they would come out and address it more instead of some blanket PR,
or use it like each one of these things are opportunities to talk about the greater issue, and that's my issue. That's what frustrates me so much is that they bring these issues into it, and then when they're called on it, are not only like we're not apologizing, but let's just stop talking about this. And it's like you brought it up, like you're the one that suddenly steered us in this direction, so we're here.
Yeah,
let's do it.
The third time
Yep.
Like, say something.
Yep. Say something that isn't. I'm sorry if you were.
Yeah.
If you were hurt, it's just shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done that.
It's now time for love and respect.
Love and respect.
Yeah, I tried to make that not too politicized. You know what I mean? I know the comment already. I read your comment. I see it. I see it before you write it. Man, I wish these guys would stay out of politics. I think there's an interesting discussion throughout that.
This isn't politics. This is marketing.
Yes, not just like.
That's why it's just.
To me,
That's
it's
why
not even. It's like politics is so.
I mean, it's
broad
political,
now.
but
Is it though? Like, oh.
I mean, there's this old saying, like, by not saying anything, you still are political.
Man in the high
you can
cast.
be neutral, which is a political stance, but you can't not be political whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I get you.
Unfortunately.
Hubert, this one's for you.
Nice.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
Tomb Raider. Sales.
Yep, yeah.
Let's
Here it
go.
is.
I remember.
This week, Steam users review bombed Shadow
Yeah.
of the Tomb Raider for having a 34% off sale only a month after release. I thought it would be interesting to hear your take on how to best manage the price of the game during its lifetime. When is it appropriate to have the first sale? How much can it be off before you feel like you were losing too much value? And review bombing may be a visible and effective way for a community to show their negative feelings about major decisions developers and publishers make for a game. But what do you think of it as a tool used this way? Love and respect, Benny. Lots of interesting questions there.
A lot of questions.
Yes.
Lot to unpack.
Yes.
I also think the deluxe edition. This is what I really want to talk about too. The deluxe edition with the season pass was like 50% off. So even more than the regular.
Right.
And that's directly coming at like the most hardcore fans. The people who buy the deluxe edition at launch. And then a month down the line,
It's like we're a month and a week right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And actually, I think it was last week. So basically a month.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that hurts.
Does it hurt?
If I was a fan, yeah. If I was someone who bought like an $80 version of a game day one, I'm there showing my support, going through as Lara Croft, and
Lara
then
Croft?
Lara.
Thank you.
No,
They hate that too. I've seen so many. They hate that more than politics.
I'm sorry. And then a couple weeks down the line, it's like, oh, well, you could have got it for $40 if you just waited a little longer.
Yeah.
So then what are you telling me as a fan? Do you want me here at day one or not? So I look at it like they just don't care because they have my money.
It wasn't
They have the fans' cash from the early month. They say, okay, all of our hardcore fans, all right, they've already bought in, sales are going down, let's go after everyone else. Even if it means sorry people that already bought it.
I think you have plans, Huber. I don't think this was plan A.
No,
Yeah,
this
I
is
do not
plan
think
B.
they were planning to do this
sure,
this
yeah,
fall.
yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
When's
me-
it too soon?
To
Sorry?
me, it read like. To me, what I read was like this game was a failure at launch. We're trying to sell it to shore up numbers. Is that not true? To me, it seemed like a desperation move.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it still did better than the last game. Oh, but
Yeah,
they
'cause of
used
that
the
weird
Xbox.
exclusivity.
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
it clearly did not meet expectations.
That's the important
I mean, it's
part.
like I guess hindsight is 2020. Now they know, but like they should have put this game out at 34% cheaper. I guess originally, Perfect World, right? But like,
Yeah.
No, that diminishes the value of a game.
sure,
If you launch that game as a $40 game, like
Yeah.
people want it less. It's so weird.
yeah, it's true.
It's like I just put on
It's a vote
my
of no confidence.
my hat and I'm thinking like, it is what it is. It does suck, but the people it sucks that the people that get hurt the most are the biggest fans of
Yeah,
the
But
game.
that usually happens in business, though. I want to say this
Yeah.
thing. The flip side, I
But
want to
there's
say.
gotta
So
be another way.
so
Maybe
here's-
don't give the season pass edition a discount. So at least the people that bought in really early with the season pass, then at least they're like, okay, well,
You know,
could have saved a little bit on the base game. I mean, slashing the entire package half off. Like, there's got to be a better way to give your loyal fan base the benefit of the doubt somehow, some way.
Yeah,
I
mean,
believe
like,
in that.
If instead of doing a 34% discount or whatever, you calculate the cost of your season pass, include it for free from now on at full price purchases, and then like I don't know, people get mad because you'd have to refund the cost to people who bought it earlier than that. I don't know, but that could be a way to do it. I don't know.
I think just what happened here is two extremes. Too early, too much.
Yeah.
It is if they're trying to see how far they can push a thing, they push too far.
Right. Like if it was 5% for 3 days, people would be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
It was 25 on PS4. I saw.
sure.
I think it was like 34% on Steam, right?
Right, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Huber, I think if it was 25% off Steam, we wouldn't have review bombs. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Just sometimes numbers do matter. You know, we talk about like numerical values, like that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, that little percentage. But for some reason, that 9% was enough to make people feel cheated.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I want to talk about review bombing because
Review bombing. There was just an article about this. Where did I read this?
I don't know.
Maybe it was about Tomb Raider, but I can't bring anything up because I don't remember the source.
Tell me your thoughts.
It's basically the article I read was about how the color changes on the Steam page. So
Okay.
if you have positive reviews, it's a nice jolly blue, a nice soothing blue for positive reviews on Steam.
What?
Yeah, and if it's mixed or worse, it's like a poopy brown.
No way, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, queue up Steam right now. Yeah.
This may have been the anatomy.
there
of
it is.
review
Yeah,
bombing
Polygon
campaign.
article, yep.
Polygon.
And
Yeah,
about
it's
how much-
blue, and then yellowy, orangey.
Yeah,
poopy
and the
orangey.
developer, I
That
don't
is poopy brown.
I don't
Yeah.
know which developer said it, but it was basically like, yo, there's so much power here. They're like, I'm afraid to say how much power is in these reviews
Yeah.
on Steam.
Yeah.
Steam reviews are a big deal.
And so, to Benny's point, it is a good way to voice your discontent. For a community to say, like, I'm mad about this, it's effective.
Yeah.
The word
An effective way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, I shouldn't have said good way.
Right.
It is an
Not good.
effective way.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about it is it's a double-edged sword, right? Because protest is good and making your voice heard is great. When it's abused, like anything, it's bad. But when it's used properly to voice actual concern like this, like discontent, it's a good tool. It's an effective tool.
The article is actually a really good read. It got into really nitty gritty of like some games don't have tech support, so people were going on the reviews thing, giving the game 1 out of 10 because they were like, oh, the game crashed or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're giving it, basically like using it as tech support to say like 1 out of 10, what the heck, just crap.
Yeah.
So
I think I think
wild.
my two major issues with it are that where I it would seem to me that a lot of that would be knee jerk of just like I got upset 5 minutes later I'm on the site writing and it's like maybe do a little bit I would hope you'd read a little bit more or look at the big picture and maybe try to figure out the like you're saying if it's effective, like that might be the most productive use of your time, unfortunately. Also too, as somebody who reviews something, like that sucks that like you're taking a format of something I respect and try to work very hard to do in a respectful way and just being like, haha, one.
totally.
Like,
Well, that's why
The 1 out of 10, yeah.
like
Yes.
using a tool that
Yeah.
we think about a great deal, and just like, I can,
Oh, John's
But I
I
mean,
can
like,
just
reviews
completely
are-
poison the well
They're
in
different.
2 seconds.
I think
Yeah.
I've always looked at those as two different things, like Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. Like user reviews is a different.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
like
but-
1 to
well,
10.
but
But-
this is, again, the whole conversation is not what we think it means.
No, but
yeah.
like as an end user, like Steam reviews to me aren't here's necessarily the quality of this game. It's like, does this game have technical problems? Like, and like phone games, it's like most of the 1 stars are like, this doesn't work on my brand of phone.
Right.
It's like, it has nothing to do with the quality of the content,
I would really like to see it cleaned up. Good luck asking Valve or Steam for anything. Just kidding.
Jeez. Whoa.
Just kidding.
What do you mean just kidding?
I mean, he's not wrong.
that was a good singer. Don't apologize for that.
I guess. I would like to see it cleaned up. I would like to see certain guidelines to maybe get like preferred reviewer on there. Maybe you get a badge. Maybe there's a separate category for like preferred reviewers, something like Yelp style. And another interesting thing is when someone reviews it, it says how much they've played, how many hours. So maybe you have to log a certain amount of hours per game before you're allowed to review it or something. I know there'd probably be loopholes around that where you just keep the game running or something, but at least it would take people an extra step before they could review bomb.
Or maybe there's something called
Interesting
like
ideas, Huber.
maybe there's something called like a suggestion box that's like for stuff where it's like
Yeah.
I'm having a technical problem and under a certain threshold of hours or whatever. Yeah, you go in the suggestion box instead of review.
Just
Or
what I've
whatever.
learned from this though is I think I would. It sucks because it hurts the publishers, it hurts the developers to do that. Clearly, you get poopy brown, and that's
Yeah.
just dooming your game.
Yeah.
However, yeah, if you're mad at a game, it works. How can I say like don't do it to a person? How could I like how?
But I've firsthand witnessed great games get review bombed with 1 out of 10s because people are pushing their views on it, you know?
Yeah, like Tomb Raider. Hey, it's a good game, man. You're right.
Yeah.
It doesn't deserve a low percentage.
1
we
out
know
of
it
10.
went on sale.
This is exactly that.
Yes. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I do like Steam has 2 scores. The other one is like more recent reviews. That's like how No Man's Sky got
I
back
like
up
that,
again.
yeah.
Got it.
And so they do something like that. And so yeah, Tomb Raider can recover from this. And so yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's definitely it's a sticky wicket, as Ian would say. I don't know how to handle that one. It's interesting.
Maybe have the Metacritic score up there predominantly, or the OpenCritic, I mean.
Sure.
You know, next to the user reviews.
We should play a game.
Let's do it.
Is that game too easy for... You know what? This isn't really a game, but this will be fun. This will be a fun one. Okay. All right. Love and respect. Well. The spookiest month has fallen upon us once again. 5 long years ago, the PS4 and Xbox were about to be launched. And you, as game trailers, published 2 videos about aspects of the Xbox One and PS4 which terrified you to the core. I want to revisit these and ask if your fears were justified.
Great.
So,
Amazing.
yeah, this is a time of game trailers. We had to make content. It was like, make videos about these launches. And you know, we had like graphics that are just like, it's a ward. And there was like, ding, ding. And they just like, the consoles like clashed against each other and everything. It was dumb. It was very dumb. And so we made 2 separate videos, just like things we're scared about for Xbox One, things we're scared about for PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Great.
We have 5 for Xbox One. We were scared of the Red Ring of Death.
Right.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Didn't turn out to be justified. I would say Xbox One hardware seems pretty good.
Solid.
Yep.
Still got my original.
Yep.
Solid.
Yeah. Like controllers becoming disconnected. I've had that happen to me, but generally, like, no red rings. Nothing that disastrous.
Yeah.
So yeah, why were we scared? Too much executive restructuring turned out to be a good thing. So at that time, Don Matrick was still boss, right? It was a weird thing where Xbox didn't have a head of Xbox for a long time, and like Don Matrick left, and then it was like shifting around, weird stuff happening. Turned out to be a good thing because Phil Spencer turned out to shift into that boss situation of Xbox, and today more even beyond that.
Big boss, man.
Yes, and it worked. That turned out to be another unjustified fear. Well, It was a good fear for a year, basically. And so, yeah, kind of a resolved fear, which is kind of interesting. Number 3, too much reliance on the cloud. That is something we were scared of. I don't know. Xbox One might have too much reliance on the like, no.
They talked about it so much.
We were buying into Crackdown, man. We were buying in.
I think we're gonna make fun of ourselves in a similar way about like what we
Always.
say now about game streaming. You know,
for
like,
sure.
you're never gonna be able to
that's why
stream
these
that
games
game.
are so good.
Yeah,
It's
it's
weird.
awesome.
Oh, man.
Shows what morons we are. It's great.
The titles of these, I found the video,
Oh, nice.
and I'm looking at the PS4 one. The titles of the categories are so funny.
Oh, am I like reading them wrong?
Oh, you haven't said any of the ones I've seen. I just saw the first 2 of the PlayStation one.
All right,
Okay.
so
We're on Xbox. So.
number 4, the Connect requirement. Hey, worth being, you know what?
Yeah,
worth being
totally.
scared about.
Yeah.
That is something they resolved.
A
We
lesson
were
they
right
learned
about
right
that,
away.
yeah.
Yes.
They flipped the switch. Yeah.
Did you have to buy it with Xbox One at launch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
came
had
with
that.
it in the box and
And
everything.
that's why it costs like
Gosh.
$50
And,
more.
Like Huber, you couldn't turn it on without the
Yeah.
Connect out of the box when it first launched.
Oh my
You needed that
gosh.
Connect for the console to function.
What a silly, silly move.
Yeah. The
summary, man.
the apex of it was
Yeah.
when their own press conference turned everyone's Xbox off.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
stop
I
this.
loved that. That was so good.
You maniacs.
Funny that, we love our personal assistants that we talk. Alexa, we love
Yeah.
that now, but like we didn't need the camera. We didn't need it to like read our hand movements.
I remember there was in one of the paranormal
No,
movies they like use a
For some reason,
That's funny.
I don't know why this keeps coming back to me, but I keep, and this was an Xbox One, but I keep thinking about the Mass Effect weapons.
Yes,
Remember that?
dude.
Remember when you like they put it together and two people on stage like, yeah, and it's like this has got to be one of the least requested, most ineffective modes I've ever seen added to a popular franchise.
So yeah, that was 360, and I think he actually said grenade to throw a grenade.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, grenade.
And Splinter Cell,
sand
right?
grenade is
Splinter
more
Cell.
fun than pressing a button. Like that's so dense.
Yeah.
Number 5, DRM issues. Resolved, I think, before the console even launched.
No, of course.
They said, we're sorry about that.
Yep.
You know what? That was stupid. Cool.
Dude, backwards compatibility. They're crushing it.
Yes. Oh, they're destroying it, dude.
I don't know why.
They're moving
my
NPD
brain
numbers, man.
connected the both.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had Modern Warfare 2 not too long ago. PS4. Our first fear. Promises of Vita synergy would go unfulfilled.
Very unfulfilled. Yep.
The category on that is called
You just take out the word synergy.
A Nightmare on Vita Street.
Oh, we were being cute. We were definitely being cute there. I get that.
Shout out to Matt Blair
Shout out.
for rocking remote play on more than one occasion.
He
Oh,
played
yeah.
Destiny,
He was
yeah,
always
Vita.
remote playing.
So cool.
Yeah.
Only human being I know personally that used remote
But everyone
play.
who did it loves it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I never
It always
did.
like kind of worked. I did it. I played Diablo 3 remote play once from my bedroom
Dude.
to my living room.
That's awesome.
And it's not like gone. You could do that today. You can still do remote play today. And so it's not like it didn't happen. It's just, I don't know.
Underutilized.
Right. Is that Sony's fault or is it just an undesirable feature?
They should have done like some multiplayer stuff with it. Some guys on the PS4, some guys on the Vita.
I think you can do that, dude.
Do some crazy.
But
Cross.
there's some input delay when you're doing remote play.
Got it.
And the Vita didn't have like easy R2 buttons.
Yeah, some games you just don't want to
So
play.
like Diablo
Yeah.
3 as a wizard,
They're not
R2
being
is, like, my
considered
main-
for the system. It just functions on the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ian, like what it would use a touch screen for R2 or something.
Yeah, you'd have to like touch the back touch screen and then hit R1, I think, like the shoulder button. It was weird.
Okay. Number 2. No exclusives.
Wow.
Who said that?
So good.
GameTrailers.com
So
said that.
good.
We said the last exclusive on the left for
I
that
remember
one.
these, definitely.
Yes.
They're all horror movie names.
Any of these?
No exclusives.
Well,
Well, I mean, so the thing is, PlayStation
What was the
launched,
year?
Averted.
yeah.
Yeah, fear averted. But I would say that for maybe even the first 2 years, the PlayStation 4 did not have a lot of big exclusives. Like
PlayStation 3 had a lot of franchises that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of new ones. So we're just kind of like we were waiting for that team to do something new.
Well, I mean, we had Last of Us that year on PS3, so it's kind of a weird thing. But I feel like Killzone
Shadowfall. Infamous Second Son.
just kind of like washed off, right? It was a
Yeah.
glass of water.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they had some exclusives that just didn't stick, didn't explode like Horizon Zero Dawn did, you know, like Spider-Man did, obviously. And so, yeah, I think that was a fair concern,
Man,
but...
I cannot get behind it.
Wait,
funny.
why? When you
Funny.
say
Well,
the
it's like
first,
a punchline now, but I
when
mean,
you say the first 2 years are kind of weak, though?
Yeah, but you look back at like PlayStation's 2 and 3 and 1's catalog, like the first parties are there. The exclusives
I
are
feel
there.
like this might have been born out of a lot of games that were previously PlayStation exclusives, broke with that, and became multi-platform during that generation.
Yeah, was Sunset
Like-
Overdrive announced at this point already? Like Insomniac ditching Ratchet and Clank to go to Microsoft for Sunset?
dude,
That's a
yes.
big blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All
And
right.
then the big ones like Metal Gear going multi-platform.
True.
Final Fantasy 13
okay.
at the
All right.
Xbox conference. Remember the
Yep.
fallout from that? That
Yep.
was like a huge thing as well.
Also, I
Kinda mind
remember Last of Us having just come out was like a blow against it. Yeah, because
Right.
everyone's like, their big one just came out. They're not going to have another one for a year and a half.
And then, like, a big release for them was Last of Us HD, you know?
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, not
All
HD, remastered.
Came around to it.
Yeah, and I think it's right to bring up the Xbox One launch, which had a ton of exclusives announced and coming out. Rise?
Rise.
Dead
Rising.
Yep. That dragon game?
Scalebound.
No. Oh, it's a flying dragon game.
Layer?
Layer is
No.
PS3.
It's like from the Panzer Dragoon team. They made a Red Crimson
yeah,
something.
I forget
it's
what
whatever.
it's called. Yeah,
But
whatever.
again, that was kind of a glass of water, it turned out.
it wasn't that big.
Twisted Pixel, they bought that studio, Explosion Man. They got that studio, and they just made that like
Crimson Dragon, yeah.
Crimson Dragon.
Nice pull.
They made that like bad, like you're just pulling a guy, your robot motorcycle who's just pulling a guy.
Oh yeah.
And remember they
that was at like
they hyped these games.
Yeah, that's right.
Xbox
With
One
the
hyped
super
these.
weird comedy
Yeah.
stories.
Yes.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But I saw that. I
can't
was just
see
like,
that.
I think it was like
Yeah.
the first game I got
totally
to
remember
play
that
on
game.
it.
Yeah. But like coming in, like and you knew they had Halo, right? You knew they had Gears of War, and you knew they had a Forza game coming out in this thing. Xbox One coming into its launch definitely was stronger on exclusives.
Loco Cycle?
Yes.
Is that it? Yeah.
Loco Cycle.
Cycle.
That was a game. Okay, another thing we were scared about with the PS4.
Okay.
Day one patches. Okay. Hey, we nailed it.
The patches have eyes.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie.
Huh.
I love a day one patch.
Tell me why you love a day one
I
patch.
love it.
Why?
Because it's showing that they're continuing to work on the game even after it's done to iron some last minute stuff out. Like when I get a game and I install it and there isn't a day one patch, I'm like
No, Huber, that's so backwards,
yeah,
man.
I'm
I
into
just
it.
that.
I
You're just lucky the tech is
love
there now.
patches, dude. I
yeah.
love patches.
Loving
love
them, loving them is intense.
Yes.
But like,
I
don't.
I like
me those patches.
I like MMO patches with
Yeah.
new content, but I don't like
Right.
fixing the stuff that should have been
Dude,
there. In
I'm
day
not mad
one.
at them though.
Like
Yeah.
I think patches are just it's a part of the business now.
it's like I get a dopamine. I'm not even trolling right now. I get a dopamine rush when I turn on my PS4 for the day and a game that I'm playing, bling, has a patch downloading. It feels good.
Right, but like
fit optimizing. I
But
love
Huber- wait.
stability optimization. Let's go. Fix
Huber,
the
though,
frame
it's-
rate.
I guess he
nine-
does like the idea behind it. I was just saying he just like seeing the like progress bar.
Progress bars are good.
He's just like, yeah, another
We all love
progress bar.
But
Love
Huber,
going over those
Huber,
patch notes.
it's this Thursday night. You've preloaded Red Dead.
2 hours.
It's 9 p.m. You're about to play it.
Yeah.
And then it has a 1 hour download of a patch. Like you wanna scream.
That's, I guess the day one part is a bummer, but I understand that like the game has been pressed. It's off to the races.
Yeah.
And then this has to come online.
But often when it's pressed, it's not in a final form.
because it takes like shipment and
Right.
packaging, that's a long process.
I think that's something that started this generation is like what they put on the disc is not what they intend you to play. They want you to play the day one patch version.
Gotta get the patch. Full disclosure, every time we get, not every time, but many times we get review codes, they're saying, make sure you've got this day one patch downloaded.
Yeah.
Or in the case of Spider-Man, we
Yeah.
didn't. I mean, we didn't have photo mode. We didn't have a lot of that cool stuff
Yeah.
added after the fact.
Was it Metal Gear 5 that the disc literally didn't have anything on it? It was like a 25 megabyte file and you just downloaded everything? Something like that.
That's I would believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
I watched a lot of
No idea.
smoking
Yeah.
loading
That's 4.
screens. Yeah.
That's 4.
Oh, 5 we're talking about. Wait,
Yeah.
5 had one disc.
Yeah, I thought there was nothing on it. I'll
I only
look.
played
I'll
it
look
on
into it.
PC, so I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean. Is
But
like
just-
the disc just initiated the install. Is what
Think
you
about
mean?
having a
Yeah.
party at your
Right.
house,
Yeah.
or when your parents come to visit, and if like they call and they're like, "We're pulling up now," are you gonna be like, "Well, I'm gonna stop cleaning"? Because they're here, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna stop, or you're gonna be scrubbing every last countertop until they show up, or you're gonna be putting out chips or cups or whatever. And it's just like I think if you're working on a game, you're always gonna take advantage of that every single time. Like
Yeah.
I said this last week or on an early podcast. We were like, the game they press is not the game that they think you're gonna play. Like I don't think it ever is. Like I don't think any game has ever gone gold, and the developer's like, well. We're done.
We're done.
It's like we got to stop. We got to get this game in people's hands at some point. And that quote unquote finished game or the finish line or the end zone, it's just invisible. It's like well, I hope we got it all, and like there's gonna be something at the last minute. You're like, oh damn it.
Yeah, it's
there's
fair,
that
Jones. It's fair because
stupid thing.
I think
or
in the-
photo mode. Are we gonna push this game back 2 more weeks for a photo mode, or is this something we can just put in there on day one? And it's not going to kill the game if it doesn't have it or doesn't work properly.
And I
or
know
whatever.
some are massive, but usually they're way smaller than like the downloading the entire game. Like a game is like 50 gigs. Patches are usually like can be megabytes, like 500 megs or up to like a gig or two. So
Mentality's been around since before you could download patches and stuff. Like games, like physical cartridge games, had revisions that came out. They just weren't as publicized.
Dude, right.
You didn't have that, but you'd get like a game that had like here's version 1.1, here's version 1.2. Like,
But that's rare. And what's
I mean,
guess,
it's only rare because it wasn't documented, but like the more people dig into the past, the more they're finding like almost a lot of games have multiple versions.
Yeah.
Just on cartridge, but they couldn't do it the way we do it now.
Fire Temple chance was crazy. We were talking
Yes.
about codes.
Yeah. I mean,
This
it's everything
1.12 to 1.13 or
talking
whatever.
Ocarina of Time.
And
Crazy,
we're talking
yeah.
about like back to like NES games, like Maniac Mansion had like multiple versions as well. It's just like holy crap! Like this is yeah, it goes back a long time.
Next EZA countdown. Next EZA countdown. Top 10 patches.
No,
No, don't you dare.
possible.
All right, so Ian was correct about Metal Gear Solid 5. It was the PC version that only had 8.78 megabytes Steam installer on disk. I think with PC,
With PC, it's less crazy on a PC. I
Yeah.
think. Like if it was a PS4 that did that, I'd be like, what?
right? You're buying a PC disc. You're kind of a weirdo in the first place,
a disc for Steam.
I stand by that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
right? Like no, I mean they still make they print PC discs. They do it still.
I don't think
Yeah.
any of our PCs have a disk drive.
Mine does not.
Majority of
I have-
them
Yeah,
don't.
ours
Some
does
of them
not.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3 PCs and none of them have it.
It's crazy. Another thing, man, we went off on that.
Sorry, man. I like patches.
I like discussing video games. It's fun. Number 4, limited Bluetooth compatibility. Yes. I still have a Bluetooth headset, cannot connect to the PS4.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So, sure. I mean, that was a fear. I don't think it's a significant fear,
No.
right? It's not something that at the end of the PS4 we're like, well, never had that Bluetooth compatibility, failure of a console, right? It's just like the tiniest thing against it.
Maybe we thought Bluetooth would be like just massive.
It's kind of massive, man.
Yeah. But like, I don't know.
Well,
Like,
you don't.
like everyday Bluetooth and all the time.
Sure.
You don't know if Sony's ignoring it because they don't need it, or if because there's something wrong, or if it's a sign of other changes they're going to make to the console. And,
I think it's just, Jones, I think it was cost. I
Yeah.
think it was console
Yeah.
cost. And
Part
they
they
just
don't
don't
have
want
to put in there.
Yeah.
Make it cheaper.
but it's easy to point your finger at it with fear.
I think there is a dongle. Please, in the comments, let me know if there's a dongle you can buy to make your Bluetooth headsets work on a PS4. Big bug. We got a big bug tonight.
Big bug.
That's a Halloween bug.
Yeah.
It's a
Number
recruit me character.
number 5. Yeah, we gotta recruit that guy. No backwards compatibility. Yup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
a big one.
That is a valid fear, and we are nearing the end of the PS4's life cycle, and I do not have hope for any backwards compatibility coming to the console.
Except for that rumor.
And the biggest bust is the hashtag PS2 to PS4. Remember that movement?
Yes.
That was so big for a minute. They had like all the Rockstar games on there.
Yeah.
And you played Rogue Legacy. Not Rogue Legacy.
Galaxy.
Rogue Galaxy.
Had a fun time on that game.
Yeah,
yes.
Mark of Kree and stuff.
Yep.
And then there's like none.
Yep.
So
Didn't sell.
Didn't sell. Was not worth
it
the
was cool
investment
too
for them.
because they like up-resed them and added trophies to PS2 games.
Yeah.
So cool.
They figured they could put them all on disc and charge more.
Yep. And that works for them. Oh man, that'll be an interesting thing next generation. I wonder how they're going to handle backwards compatibility. It's going to be a whole
Is that a
discussion. to have.
debunked rumor? I swear, in the last few months, there's a rumor about one of the features, the patents they turned up was like backwards compatibility through PS1 onward for PS5.
Yeah, it was a weird. It was a method.
Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't like direct disc.
Right.
Because I only expect PS4 disc games to be directly compatible with PS5. I
Right.
think it'd be crazy to expect any of the other older ones too.
Right. What was patented was like a weird method of swapping out textures, which I think is something they already do. It's basically how Parappa the Rapper was HD last year. I think
isn't
that is
like
what
that
was
game
part of
just
that.
like the OG game with that? Yeah, it's that thing, right?
Right. Well, it was the PSP version of the game where they just swapped out
okay.
textures.
I remember. Okay, now
Same code and
that
everything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Number 6, Gaikai is too good to be true. Gaikai is their game streaming service, obviously called PlayStation Now. Is it too good to be true?
At the time, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I forget.
They didn't
when
even have a name for it. They didn't have
Yep.
any footage. There was no demo. It was just kind of like, imagine a world. You're
Yeah.
like, no.
Imagine being able to demo every game on the shelf. That is one thing they said. Go ahead, pick it up, play the game right now. No, there was no effort to implement that.
That's why I love these games, because you
Yeah.
forget that stuff. You forget
Yes.
those weird things that they mention at the beginning of it. Like I think one of my favorite things that like was applauded away was when they first started talking about the 360. You know, we're finally untethering the player from the console, the wireless controller, and they said and backwards compatibility. And everyone was like, yeah. They started clapping over him saying with top selling Xbox games. So everyone was like, every game is going to be great on there, and you're like, you're making too much noise. You missed him saying not every game.
Yeah.
Just a handful, months at a time.
Which I think they do on purpose.
Oh, of course, yeah.
no.
They're like, if we say the big thing here and then kind of say the smaller bad news right after it.
That is simply too cynical. I won't allow that.
Dude, no.
I think it's possible. I think you certainly know.
Didn't PlayStation do that?
PlayStation straight up did that when they like shadow announced that you had to pay for PlayStation Plus to play online now.
Yeah,
they like
that one
I
they
hear
like
you. I hear you on that one.
snuck it in there.
They snuck it in.
Straight up.
Yeah.
This is making me think something we should definitely do when we hit the PS5, Xbox 2 like announcement cycle. We should do a stream of some kind where we rewatch the original announcement like
I would
videos.
love to do that.
Where we just like
I would
see how they
love to
were.
do that.
We're going
Yeah.
into the new ones.
Yeah.
It'd be like very useful.
Dude.
I think they'll be very different.
Sign me up.
And finally, number 7, in relation to what we just talked about,
Very nervous about the PlayStation 4.
we have
7
to
things.
pay for online multiplayer.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah.
We do. And
most of the
we
games.
pay for it. I think everyone in this room pays for a PlayStation online multiplayer.
Plus, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on Plus. Yeah.
I'm on Plus.
Y'all on Plus?
I'm on Plus.
Oh, we're on Nintendo Plus now.
I'm not on.
I'm not.
I've
I
actually
haven't done
resisted Nintendo Plus so
Nice.
far. Have you?
I didn't get it yet. Yeah.
Okay. Damiani, you? Yeah, I
Of
saw
course.
you.
He
I
did
play
it. He
NES
did it.
games
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
I did have a moment where I was like, oh, but if I lose my saves though, and I like thought about doing
I
it.
haven't
the
played
other day.
online on it yet though.
No, yeah.
Smash.
Not gonna play online.
If Smash buckles one frame online,
Prepare to be disappointed, Huber.
Prepared for review bombs.
Yeah. Huber fan number 1.
Yeah.
please don't buckle, Smash. Hang in there.
The videos are worth a watch if you can track them down. You even picked a user-submitted fear for both. And wouldn't you know it, you picked mine for PlayStation.
Nice.
Whoa.
It was a PlayStation killed my grandfather, a PS2 killed my father, a PS3 killed me. I'm already dead now, but I worry for my child. Not a terrible joke, but I think it could have reworked a little. No, that's from Boston Sean. You nailed it. I'm dead now, but I worry for my child. That's funny. I remember Boston Sean now, actually.
That's a
Yeah.
winner. That's a winner.
Yeah, that was good. That was a fun game. Thank you for reminding us of how foolish we were, and we prescient we were sometimes. We got that.
Yeah.
We saw some things. Let's do an extremely quick one. Is it time for another Sly Cooper title? Eternal Love and Respect, DRD 7 of
Oh, I
14.
wish Brad was here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Ah.
Damiani?
No, it's like the
Or
disagreement here.
Yep.
Well, not like this week.
Right.
Like let Spyro do its thing.
Yes.
And then,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. A good Sly Cooper, big budget, spend money on it. Don't cheap out on this. Give it the time. Give it the bucks. It could be good. I'm with you, Jones.
It could be so good.
Yes. Okay. So yes.
There's none
Kinda-
on PS4.
Oh, even if you gave it like some Uncharted 4 vibes too, just like
Yeah.
one last heist. You're like,
Exactly.
oh, it's like,
Ooh, Jones.
you know what I mean?
Jones,
I'm getting
dude.
chills.
Yeah.
The last heist. Sly Cooper, the last
Yup.
heist.
Oh, baby.
Yup.
Yes.
And he's like older, like I gotta retire, but one last heist. you
Yes.
know?
Jones, dude, don't tell that to
Bentley
Brad. He
is
won't be able to
out.
sleep.
Yes, Bentley is like out for this one. He's like,
He's like in jail. or
I'm
something.
out. Yeah, just like I can't do it anymore. Yeah.
You gotta bust him out.
The
Yes.
end with like Sly's kid walking around, finds out who Sly really is. On a beach house.
Heck yeah. All right, time for bets. Next week's bets: Red Dead Redemption 2 will be released Friday, October 26th. But we're not going to talk about that.
I was gonna say, dude, I got the wrong bet here.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, here's
I can win this one.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Something bigger's coming out.
You may have noticed, that I've avoided talking about
Castlevania?
that game this entire podcast. My Hero One's Justice comes out on that same day. I will type those 4 words into YouTube and scroll down to the 4th video. How long into that video will it take for someone to get hit? And we determined arms, legs, and even energy blasts count as getting hit. Jones.
8 seconds. I'm feeling
Damiani.
confident.
Yeah, you are. You slammed that thing down.
13 seconds.
Michael Huber.
3 seconds.
I have
Damn.
2 seconds.
Oh damn,
And all of
Damiani's
you
got
with those
those.
low bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ESRB logo thing having to show up at the beginning.
Well, this could be somebody's video. This could be a hey guys. It could totally be one of those.
No,
This
Ian?
is good.
no.
How about these apples? 1 second.
All right, these are good bets. Let me lock those in.
We got it.
Yeah,
Confidence.
I have a good feeling about like your breadth.
Yeah.
you have a good range of your
Good
scores
window
there.
there.
Let's talk about last week's bet. Soul Calibur 6 released on Friday, October 19th. We went to Create a Soul on a fresh save to see how many headgear options there would be, determining something that you wear on your head above your eyebrows. It can go below your eyebrows, but there must be something above your eyebrows.
I just realized it's just called creation now.
Oh, Ben swore it was called Create a Soul. I asked him like twice.
On the menu, it just says creation.
Oh, okay.
Just like
Traditionally called Create a Soul.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
maybe
it
it's
seems
called
like
that somewhere
videos
else,
titled
but
that.
Yeah. I think, that's just what we all think of that mode as.
It's like a borderline insult. Why don't you go create a soul? How dare you?
Yeah, I get what that means, yeah. You could use a little soul creation, my friend.
Yeah.
Spare some quarters.
It's from software creating a soul right now. We don't know.
Soul Calibur's, sorry. So, Jones, you bet 18 headgear pieces. Damiani, you bet 7. Brad bet 20. I bet there would be 14 headgear pieces, and so did Ian. We checked. There are 29 pieces of headgear, giving the win to Bradley Ellis. Nice. Yeah. I wanted to bet 30. I wanted to bet 40. 14 was so light, dude. So light. I feel bad about losing that one. So does Jones.
I'll tell you why I feel bad.
Why?
It's over.
It's over for us?
2018, we're done.
No, they haven't hit the magic number yet. We could still
never
do
over.
this.
What if I don't believe in magic anymore? It's over. It's done.
hey, Guilds of
We had a
Ravnica
good
is
run.
pretty good.
Well, shoot.
2019, got to come
I do
out
think
swinging.
we
We got Switcher Snake starting in 2019. It's going to be a good, even year, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of actually Switcher Snakes being on the team of these two and us joining up again.
Oh.
So Switcher Snakes and the 2 middle seats are a team, and then you and I are a team, I think, next year.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what?
Does that make... Well, because then Gorgeous Gorillas has one person that's always here, then, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah. Jones kind of likes it.
Yeah.
But also, Jones, I like hitting...
I mean, none of this makes sense, so
Yeah.
that's not what I'm thinking, but...
I like hitting the magic number because then we get to play Ore Wars.
Or warts.
Yes. I'm looking forward to playing Ore Wars
Wars.
again.
What's Ore Wars again?
Not
I
again.
forgot.
It's
Yeah, I know what but what is it?
You forgot already.
It's
forgot.
a war of whores.
Oh, damn it.
Red Grouse is 14 points. Gorgeous Gorillas 22. Droopy Eagles 14. Switcher Snake 6.
I gotta get one more Or Wars out of you before this is over, Kyle. One
No,
more.
we gotta, dude. We gotta earn it. You gotta hit that magic number first.
Okay.
Because it used to. There's a build-up. You know, you just don't go straight to Ore Wars. Patreon.com/EasyAllies is the thing that keeps this goofy group going. You should check that out if you want to see how to support us, the kinds of things that we do, and all of the things that we make. Cool website to check out. If you are a person who gives $5 a month or more to the Easy Allies, you get this podcast 2 days early in both video and audio forms. And, of course, you could submit to our segments called Love and Respect and Recruit Me. Now.
And I've been informed.
Oh.
I'm glad they got these 2 jokers on here so I can
Yeah.
bring this up again.
What?
Because I brought it up in front of Blood before. I was shot down. But
We got your back.
when I review a game,
Yes.
I like to write a little extra for Patreon. So when the Patreon post goes up for review,
I like that.
I
You
write
do.
a little.
Yes, you do.
I take the gloves off,
Yeah.
the facade of the editing, production values, it all
Yes.
comes down. We get real and talk about the experience.
Yeah.
And I intend to do that with whatever game I review next. So if I were to review a game sometime in the immediate future and you happen to catch it on YouTube, remember, oh wait, Patreon, there's probably a little bit I can really get to the
What do you mean
the
Blood
core.
shot you down?
He just said nobody does. I'm like, we do that, right? And he's like, you're the only person that does that.
Well,
It's
John,
like,
I think
well,
that's cool.
I'm gonna keep doing it. Darn it.
I think that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little like perspective on the heavy stuff that we deal with.
Yeah.
And not heavy stuff, light stuff too.
Extremely heavy.
Yes. Let us see. Speaking, yes, of Recruit Me, if Onum has survived.
Oh no.
Again, this is our skeletal bug.
Why do I care?
Skeletal insect. It's because of his blade, dude.
I know.
Okay, here we go. He died.
Every time.
I know, dude. I really wanted this.
It never gets any easier.
It never gets any easier.
What do we need? Like a 1 through 4?
1 through 4, yeah.
But I picture Damiani just a pile of bones. we're already moving on. Come on, Damiani, we gotta go.
Oh,
You're just gonna leave him here.
Are you rolling a d20 or a d10?
D10.
Okay.
Oof. All right, Huber, you're in the Brad seat. You get the right
Brad
responsibility.
wins for me every time.
Brad's good, man. He's good.
Yeah.
You get to share your Twitter handle with the world.
One
You get
last
to
week, too.
promote any Easy Allies video you would like to promote. You get the final word. Anything you've disagreed with simply popped into your head. And you get to sign off with your trademark sign off. Take it away.
At Michael P. Huber. Videos.
Say it one more time.
Yeah. And the video man shows up.
You got some stuff coming.
Yeah, Box Peak's coming.
Yeah, what day is that?
Friday, October 26th.
Friday, October 26th. Check out Box Peak, because Kyle Bossman has worked real hard on it. So please watch it. And it's freaking jolly vibes, dude. Box Peak hype. What's next?
Final word.
Final word. The final word is watch Box Peak.
And now you get your trademark sign off.
Final trademark sign off is watch Box Peak.
What do you mean you let him out? Turned out to be a koala.